Come on. Come on. Okay. Okay. Now it's working. Okay, so now for whatever reason, if I don't turn on my proxy, like, fucking immediately... What? How did I just get a fucking... What even is this? You just sent me an announcement for Grand Chase. But it doesn't say anything. Ah. No, there's nothing here. There's nothing on this page. You sent me announcement, but there's nothing in the announcement. Where's my phone? All I know how to do is eat hot chip, charge my phone, and lie. Where did I set my phone? Fuck, did I leave it in the kitchen? There's this announcement, but it doesn't have anything in it. Okay, let's see. Let's see if they changed anything. This is the fucking mobile game. The mobile game is actually really good. Let's see. No, they don't even fucking pay to keep the servers running on this shit. 20 characters, they said. There are no characters. Where are people seeing... This announcement is empty. Okay. Well, I can't do anything about that. I don't know how they sent me that fucking alert, though. Oh, no. Teenagers. Okay, so I want to look at the Reptilian manipulation of humanity full version. Let me go grab my phone, and then we're going to watch this. Boys, I need you guys to calm down.
From England, I went through an extraordinary series of what you might call paranormal experiences, not that they were, 20 years ago in 1989, and basically the veil lifted, and I saw the world in a completely different way, and I started on a journey of research, which has led me over 20 years to a very obvious conclusion that this world is controlled by very, very few people behind the people we think are in power, and they have a very, very malevolent agenda for humanity as a whole, who to them are nothing more than this.
Oh yeah, you can't have Reptilians without David Icke.
These elite families was not just a human thing. It went beyond that into entities
Dreamy.
or anything that you. And it was
Wait,
only
V
with
for
the
Vendetta
passage
had
of the years,
Reptilians?
more
I
and
never
more
watched
when
it.
I started to realize the nature of this reality that we're experiencing, that made sense in how this structure is playing out. Just outside of the frequency of
Oh, I might have
visible
a
light,
bingo. I might have a bingo card for this. Let me check.
there are entities that are anything but human who have been manipulating this reality, this world, for eons. And because they are
I do.
operating on a frequency that's different to ours, they have to manipulate our world through conduits. I mean, interfaces. For instance, when you see scientists in a laboratory they want to work with material that's very dangerous.
Okay.
So the material will be in a big glass tank,
There
and they
we
will be
go.
outside the tank, and they'll put on those gloves, and they can work from outside the tank into
Is
the tank.
David
and
Icke
do
on
what they
here?
Have to do. It's very, very similar in theme to what these Illuminati bloodlines have been bred for.
He's not.
They are bred to
Damn.
be the vehicles within visible light, this world that we
We've also got
experience,
Mountain Dew
of these
USA, which is
And
the
if you
code
go
red,
back
whiteout,
you
and
look at religious
voltage
beliefs, etc.,
combo.
of the ancients and the accounts of the ancients, these entities, which go under different names, some people call them the serpent race, some people call...
Oh, they're doing the thing. They're doing the thing where
them demonic. In the Islamic
just
culture,
tastes
they call
like
them jinns,
sugar.
all different names.
There's
but the same
nothing.
entities. The bloodlines are
Okay, also,
interbreeding incessantly, and
we
have
have
been
one
right
more
back to
drink
ancient
for
Babylon
tonight.
and Sumer and Egypt, etc.
we are classy
Because they are holding a
motherfuckers.
certain genetic
So we've
code
got Steel
which allows
Reserve,
the possession, another
Spiked
ancient
Tangerine.
theme from as far back as you can track right to today. A genetic code which allows these entities to possess these particular bloodline families.
and we
within
will be
the
drinking
reality
it
that we
out of
experience.
a
And
wine
these
glass.
families are therefore simply vehicles of these demonic entities. You research any of these families, be it the Rothschilds, the
I'm not
Rockefellers,
mixing the Mountain Dew with... Oh my
Greenspan,
god,
Alan
look at
Greenspan,
how
any of these people.
fucking orange
You
this
will go
is.
eventually
Oh my
into,
god, it looks like
black
fucking
magic,
Fanta.
blood drinking human sacrifice rituals where they make sacrifices to the gods.
It's
And
literally
these gods
neon
are these
orange.
entities which feed off human energy and feed off human blood too.
Wait,
So
look at this
people
shit.
accept, yes, long ago people used to
They make that.
sacrifice to the gods, yes, and all the rest of it. And they think, oh no, we can't civilize now.
Meow.
Well, some of us are, but these bloodlines are not, and they're just continuing to do today covertly what they were openly doing in the past. And they are interacting
go.
with these entities all the time in their rituals. That's why they do all these rituals. That's why they drink the blood. And ultimately,
They
are
make hard
possessed by
Fanta.
these entities.
Oop,
And this,
I almost spilled it
this
everywhere.
brings about a simple situation.
Okay. Oh
You've got
shit.
the entities, let's call them demonic entities for want of a word. They're operating just outside of this visible light reality that we experience. They use the bloodline families as their vehicle to manipulate this reality. They take over their mental, what passes for their emotional processes.
My boyfriend tried to...
And what that means is, when these bloodline families go into positions of power, what we're actually doing is seeing these entities go into those positions of power. And so the secret society network is there to manipulate these bloodline families and their agents into the positions
He'll
that
get back
dictate
to me, I guess.
society
Hopefully.
in the direction it goes.
Or
and
he'll
all the
just
rest of
yell
it.
at me
And
when he gets
because
home.
we can only decode their visible light level, we see the human level. We see people under different names called Rockefeller and Rothschild and Bush and Obama and all the rest of it. But if we could see beyond visible light just a little bit, and some people can, you would see overshadowing these people anything but
Oh my god, you gotta get the fucking They Live
and it's these entities that have
reference.
passed through what we call history, and they have been the cement, the guiding force that has brought this conspiracy through to the present day. Because people have asked me in the past, quite rightly, I understand it, why would someone give their life to this conspiracy, this global takeover, in 1500?
Oh my god, this tastes
1650 or
exactly like
1820,
something, but I
when
can't...
they knew they were never going to be around.
I can't
to
think of
actually
what it
see
is.
happen, which is what they're trying to do now, playing the cards they're playing now. The answer to that is they were just vehicles. These entities are the common force passing through history.
What's up, Brad at?
Which has led this conspiracy to where it is today. What the system has done is to keep from us.
This tastes
the nature of
exactly
the
like
reality we're
something else,
experiencing
and I
the
have
nature of
no
who we
idea
are
what it
in life
is.
itself. And in doing so, it has
Like, I've
kept us
tasted
completely
this
in the dark
exact thing
about what's
before, and it
actually
was
happening
not
around
fucking
us.
Steel Reserve
The
Spiked
knowledge that's
Tangerine
passed
when I
across
tasted it
the
last.
top levels of the secret society network.
Oh, this is
through these
bothering me.
bloodline
It's some sort of
families.
like
The
orange
most important
cream
part of that
something.
knowledge is the knowledge of reality itself. For instance, we think as we
We're
look
doing
around
good.
here that we're seeing everything that exists within this room. But in fact,
Okay,
we're
David.
only seeing
All
a
right,
frequency
David.
range, a very tiny one, called visible light. Anything outside
We're
of
already
that,
speeding
we
David
can't
up, and he's
decode,
this
therefore we
slow?
can't see. But just like radio stations share the same space without interfering with each other, so other
Ew,
worlds,
why would you
other
ever
dimensions,
do
other
that?
realms of reality, if you like,
Yeah,
share
you're
the
gonna
same
need a
space without
stiff
interfering with
drink.
each other. However, just as with radio, if you've got two stations that are very close on the dial, then one will be the dominant one, but another one, you'll get what we call interference from it. It's the same with these various realities that share the same space. It's what mainstream science calls.
Okay. All right, David. Thank you. Let's go. Let's do this first.
George Bush, Justin
'Cause-
Bieber,
I actually really like Trey the Explainer.
Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, every Chinese emperor, Queen Elizabeth, Mark Zuckerberg. What do all these people have in common? Well, all of them hide a dark and cold secret just beneath their artificial skins. According to 4% of Americans, that is.
Okay, unironically, Zuckerberg is obviously a reptilian alien. I mean, look at him. Even when he's like, when we catch like candid photos of him, he looks like he's trying so fucking hard to act like a normal fucking person. He's obviously a
In
reptile.
2013, public polling revealed that a small but not entirely
every
negligible
celebrity is
portion
a
of the
lizard.
United States population subscribed to the idea that a race of shape-shifting lizard people control our world by taking on human form and gaining power. By comparison, the same poll found that 7% of respondents believed the moon landing was fake, and 5% claimed the Beatles member Paul
Wait, what was the
McCartney died
percent?
in 1966 and was secretly replaced with a body double. Ever since around the early 2000s, there has been this idea floating around in our popular consciousness that a collection of famous people,
Man, I
from our
should
political leaders
take
to
this.
celebrities, are secretly reptile-like aliens
Theater mode.
disguised as
So you only
humans.
lose like a little bit of the screen.
These mysterious beings from another planet have been delicately influencing
You know what
us
makes me
throughout.
really fucking suspicious about conspiracies? These little context windows. These little fucking context windows from Wikipedia. These make me believe that a conspiracy is true more than any fucking thing else. When you have to put a little box there to tell me what to believe, oh, that really makes me think that you're trying to hide some shit.
Our distant and not so distant past for malicious purposes. They control the government and popular culture, telling us what to think and what to do.
We could be a food source.
Unintelligible
Admittedly, it
Bill
is one of the more
Clinton
absurd
noises.
and nutty conspiracies out
No,
there,
he
and
is
to
a
most people
reptilian.
it has rightfully become a sort of widespread joke.
Exactly.
However, for others, it is no joke at all. There are people who emphatically believe in this conspiracy, often citing evidence from history, cultural mythology, and archaeology that supposedly supports its existence. Where does this reptilian conspiracy come from, exactly? What is the alleged evidence held up in its defense? And why are there people who actually believe in it? To answer these questions, I have a special guest joining us.
So I'm gonna run you guys through my timeline for tonight. Here's what I want to do. I want to do reptilians, at least 2 reptilian videos. Then I want to get into the Stargate conspiracy, which is saying that there was some sort of Stargate in Iraq, and that's why we actually went to war there, to take this Stargate. And then, if we have time, I want to watch Semenology, and that'll be our wind down. That'll be fun.
Today, Dr. David Miano from the World of Antiquity channel.
Hi, Trey. Thanks for having me.
Oh, he's a reptilian. Look at him. Look at him. He's wearing a skin suit.
I'm really excited to be talking about reptilians with you. It's going to be fun. I'll offer my observations as they come up. Let's get into it.
So sit back and enjoy this installment of Behind the Conspiracy, Reptilians.
Okay.
Despite the claims of many of its proponents, the
There we go.
idea of reptilians is relatively young.
Okay,
It appears that we only
honestly,
need to go
part of me
back a
thinks
little
there
under
is
100
some sort of
years.
bloodline type thing going on, or at the very least, some sort of generational set of associates that no one has been able to penetrate into for centuries. Things just don't seem right with some people. Yeah, I would argue that rather than it being like, oh, maybe there's like a weird thing with some bloodlines, it's just like when you and your family have been incredibly wealthy and powerful for generations and generations, you tend to create more and more sheltered, narrowly focused people, like generation over generation. And it just, it makes your family fucking weird.
To see its origins.
But also you
This
know everyone,
specific
you know?
origin story is often mentioned in
It's all
various
about who you
pieces
know in
of
life.
reptilian media. As the story goes, on January 29th, 1934, The Los Angeles Times newspaper reported that an engineer by the name of George Warren Shufelt had conducted a mining survey beneath the city of LA,
Yeah, that is
specifically
really
under
weird.
Fort Moore Hill. Shufelt claimed to have discovered, with the help of a so-called radio
Because they're
X-ray machine,
reptilians.
a complex labyrinth of underground tunnels and catacombs. His X-ray pictures revealed rooms of solid gold and massive subterranean passages, going as deep as 100 feet below the surface. And according to him, this intricate network formed the shape of a lizard. After consulting with a Hopi
Okay.
Indian by the name of
I'm sure if I was a reptilian alien, I would build my secret underground reptile base in the shape of a reptilian. Oh, that, of course I would.
Little Chief Greenleaf,
you know.
Shufelt concluded that the tunnels were
Yeah.
in fact something out of an old
I
Hopi
probably
legend,
would.
the remains of a vast underground city built 5,000 years ago, not by humans, but by the lizard people. According to Chief Greenleaf, there was once 3 such cities along the Pacific coast of North America, constructed in order to escape some kind of great fiery cataclysm. 1,000 families of these lizard people dwelled beneath the earth, keeping records on gold tablets. This ancient race was also incredibly intelligent. The intellectual accomplishments of their 9-year-old children were equal with those of present-day college graduates.
Okay.
We are told that
They're
all of
very
Schufelt's
smart.
attempts to excavate this forgotten city beneath the city were unsuccessful, to say the least. We will talk about this more in depth later, but according to most retellings, funding on his project dried up, and his findings never saw the light of day. The ruins of the lizard
Yeah.
people and their dozens of gold treasures
I
are
agree
allegedly
with
still
that.
down
I
there
think
in
that
the dark,
to a certain
just beneath
extent,
the
a
bustling
lot
streets and
of
sidewalks of America's second largest city.
conspiracy people want to
From
be cult
Schufelt's
leaders.
original
I mean,
discovery,
I want to be a
we
cult
see the
leader.
emergence of several similar
join my cult.
conspiracies. Soon after, in the 1940s, occultist and writer Maurice Doreal wrote a little-known pamphlet entitled Mysteries of the Gobi, where he describes a serpent race with bodies like man, but heads like a great snake. These snake men had the ability to take human form.
Wait. It reminds me of fucking...
You're ready for what I found. The cause of Beach City's paranormal activity.
Wait, what?
Welcome to my office. Go that way. Welcome to the truth.
Snake people!
Snake people!
Or Sneeple control our government at the highest
I
level.
love Ronaldo
Look,
so
The
much.
snake represents their hold on our country. The diamond represents their underground mines or their sharp teeth. The details aren't important. They
The
pit
details
us
aren't
members
important.
against each other with elections, sports, and anime message boards. We spend so much time fighting over dubs or subs that we miss the big picture.
The big picture.
That the world is under their control.
God, the person that I am most like in Steven Universe is fucking Ronaldo.
In an
love
unspecified
him.
prehistoric era, they engaged in a violent war with humans and were driven to near extinction. Where Doreal got this information is anyone's guess. In the 1990s,
potentially,
Doreal's writings
yeah.
would later influence
Yeah, that could
conspiracy
be what my
theorist
cult
David
is.
Icke. Icke's writings are a whole nother story, but essentially just expanded on these original
And also you have to
concepts
give me all your
that
money.
A race of ancient lizard-like creatures from another star live underground in bases throughout the world, and have disguised themselves as influential humans.
The first tenet of my
Mainly
cult
royal
is you have to give me all
bloodlines
your
and wealthy
money.
Dynasties,
That's the
the
most
Bush
important
family,
rule.
the British
Everything
royal
else is
family,
secondary.
and the Rothschilds, etc. These creatures secretly feasted on human flesh or had some other malicious purpose in mind for us. Icke's influence
Jeb
took
is
these
obviously
relatively
a
unknown
reptilian.
ideas to the mainstream.
I think we can
and as a result,
safely
the
just say that the entire Bush family are reptilians.
conspiracy of the reptilians, or reptoids,
Excuse me.
took on a new life and resonated particularly well among right-wing conspiracy theorists. It is claimed that humans for thousands of years have been encountering these beings, and evidence of these interactions have been preserved in the artwork and stories of ancient humans. In the wake of this surge, believers searched the past for corroborating evidence, Ancient Aliens featured several of these in their episode, and I will give a brief overview of them before we take a closer look.
Snake people.
One of the most common examples used to prove the existence of reptilians are these mysterious figurines from Neolithic Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq. They are one of the few pieces of physical evidence, tangible artifacts, used by proponents. Archaeologists know them as the Ubaid lizard people figurines, excavated from several
even they say
Mesopotamian
they're
sites
lizard
such as
people.
the prehistoric
That
cities
means
of
that
Ur
they're
and
literal
Eridu.
lizard people.
The clay statuettes are all dated to the Ubaid period of the region, and depict humanoids with thin and elongated bodies, coffee bean-shaped eyes, and pinched noses that give their faces an overall reptilian-like appearance. Ancient Aliens posits that they are too realistic to depict mythological or fantasy creatures, and are in fact based on the real deal. Living, breathing
look
lizard
at the
men.
fucking lizard baby. First of all, why would a lizard woman have boobs? Lizards do not breastfeed.
And women encountered by our early ancestors. In addition to these figurines, reptilian proponents use a wide variation of mythological stories and religious texts from cultures around the world
It's an
to suggest they are all
Ogonian.
talking about the same
It's
thing.
the hist sap.
Several cultures mention reptile gods or powerful snake-like beings. As we mentioned before, Shufelt believed that the Hopi tribe of North America had one such story. Ancient Aliens primarily focuses on the Hebrew Bible. They claim that the Bible references the existence of a serpent race called the Sephirim. According to them, the snake or Nahash in the Garden of Eden was just one of a race, and was completely humanoid prior to God punishing it for tempting Eve in the garden. South Asian mythology mentions the Nagas. Ancient Aliens defines them as a semi-divine race of serpent people, with the Well of Sashana serving as the entrance to the underground city of the Nagas, named Patala. The Jinn in Islam and the feathered serpent gods of Mesoamerica
Yeah, the
are also
reptilians do
viewed
live
as
in the
lizard
hollow
men,
inner
too.
earth.
I could go on, but
According to legend, Alexander the Great was sired by a dragon.
all of this is to say that according to these conspiracy theorists, many different regions around the world share unmistakable similarities that lend credence to the idea that humans have been interacting with a race of advanced subterranean reptile humanoids pretty regularly throughout history, from at least the Neolithic until relatively recent times, Hellenistic periods, and so on. Now, this is a lot to unpack. At its surface, I'm so sorry, I know I really need to stop doing puns. The evidence for the reptilian conspiracy may seem a tad bit compelling, but this is only because of the way books
Yeah, I
and TV
believe it.
shows like Ancient Aliens have phrased and presented these examples. In reality, the reptilian conspiracy is built on nothing more than blatant lies and misinformation. Let's break it down.
No.
Let's start with that lost city of the lizard people Warren G. Shufelt claimed to have discovered under Los Angeles, as this story seemingly jump-started the whole conspiracy in the first place. The account as told in the original LA Times newspaper, and how many have since retold it, is misleading, if not entirely wrong, as it leaves out many crucial details. For example, you might be asking, if these catacombs exist, why are there no pictures taken of them or of the supposed gold tablets? Well, it's because the whole story is itself a bunch of bunk. All the claims of Shufelt, told to the press, were completely unsubstantiated, as he never presented
Aw.
any kind of physical proof to back himself up. Not a single tablet or engraved stone, not even pictures taken inside the tunnels. The radio X-ray device Shufelt claimed to have used to find the site in the first place was nothing more than a glorified dowsing rod when looked at closer, as it had nothing to do with either radio waves or X-rays. As many
He
of you
didn't
might
even
have
bother
guessed,
to
George
put a
Warren
radio
Shufelt
in there
was
or
not the most
something?
trustworthy of individuals. If one looks back at the records, he had a long history of pulling publicity stunts just like this. According to the newspaper records, would-be treasure seekers have been looking for gold beneath LA's Fort Moore Hill ever since the late 1890s, long before Shufelt even started. All of them turned up empty. A couple decades later, on March 4th, 1933, a very familiar name appears in an edition of the LA Times, almost an entire year before that very same newspaper would run the lizard people story. Wait a minute. Our old friend Shufelt and a group of men had decided to pick up where the 1890s gold hunters left off, and began excavating Fort Moore Hill. Oh, not for reptilian gold, but conquistador gold. According to him, in his possession was an ancient sheepskin map indicating that Spanish treasure had been buried under the hill over 100 years ago.
Doubloons!
Hundreds of gold doubloons were just waiting to be dug up. In this version of events, we get no mention of the fabled lizard
We
people.
love doubloons.
Warren Schufeldt's adventures are subsequently detailed pretty extensively in the LA Times that year from March to April. His team repeatedly petitioned the LA Board of Supervisors for extensions in funding on their project, with the intent of splitting the treasure with the city once it was discovered. They would consistently claim they were just about to unearth their goal, if only they had a little more time. By September of 1933, however, Schufeldt and all but one of his original team officially gave up the search.
No.
It's not that the project ran out of money,
El
it's that
Dorado
it just
was
found
actually
nothing,
the
and
city
the LA
of the
Board of Supervisors
Reptilians.
had begun to suspect that they were being duped. Even at the time, few believed the claims of Schufeldt and his accomplices. One article claims that they were heckled by streetgoers as they worked. As the months wore on, everybody seemed to have realized that the story was just a bunch of hot air. Reporter Ed Ainsworth mockingly wrote, "Isn't it funny how early Spaniards seemed to do nothing but trapeze around the country with jackloads of gold bullion? They never apparently wanted to spend their gold." It was yet another version of
Yeah.
the typical dying prospector story, one that many at the time had not only heard, but had been fooled by before. We should not forget that the backdrop for this whole incident was the height of the Great Depression in the United States.
Where's fucking
Thousands of unemployed men across the
1920s,
country were in dire need of work and a
what's his
wage.
fucking name?
The
Kid
idea
Boga.
of uncovering a
Where's
secret cache
1920s
of
Kid
Spanish
Boga
gold to
to
bring people
stop
from
these
rags to
reptilian
riches was a
gold
tempting
scammers?
prospect. In fact, much of the digging was done by hand, as a public works project to provide jobs for the city of LA during the Depression. The story helped motivate people, even if it was all for naught in the end. Seriously, blame the Great Depression for giving us reptilians. The whole thing would have lapsed into obscurity if not for Schufeldt's infamous reappearance in the LA Times in January 1934, in the article that we read before. Yes, Schufeldt, after abandoning his project as a failure, for some reason decided to return to the press for a second time, with a familiar but tweaked version of his original tale. In this new version, there was
The Great Depression caused us to have reptilian alien shapeshifter conspiracies.
no mention of a sheepskin map or Spanish conquistadors. Instead, Schufeldt claims that all along he was searching for an ancient city belonging to the race of lizard people. This is also where we first hear about the character of Little Chief Greenleaf and the Hopi legend. So here's the thing. Why change the story so drastically and suddenly? Well, as it turns out, it appears Schufeldt made it all up. And I mean everything. Let's start with his source, Little Chief Greenleaf. In
Doesn't
reality,
exist.
there is no record of such a person ever existing,
Called it.
according to the birth and death certificate databases of the Hopi Reservation. Now, this doesn't rule out his existence entirely, but I find it rather suspicious that the only reference I can find to this person ever existing is this single newspaper article. Wait a second, I feel like I've been in this situation before. I suspect that Schufeldt might have
What?
created Greenleaf out of whole cloth, fabricating an Indian persona for himself to use as a puppet, and in doing so lend credibility to his story.
You really think someone would do that? Just go on the newspapers in the 1930s and tell lies?
Likewise,
No.
the supposed Hopi legend of the lizard people living
That's
underground
never happened
doesn't appear
and
to
has
exist
never
either.
happened
Skeptic
since.
Brian Dunning, after consulting tribal writings and ethnographic accounts, was completely unable to find any basis for the story in actual Hopi mythology. In fact, the Hopi don't even live in California. Schufeldt
Oh,
might have
wow.
actually meant the Zuni tribe, not the Hopi, as the Zuni do in fact have a vaguely similar legend about their ancestors living in underground caves. It goes like this. Men and creatures were more alike then than now. Our fathers were black, like the caves they came from. Their skins were cold and scaly like those of mud creatures. Their eyes were goggled like an owl's. Their ears were like those of cave bats. Their feet were webbed like those of walkers in wet and soft places. They had tails, long or short, as they were old or young. Men crouched when they walked, or crawled along the ground like lizards.
I mean, this sounds like lizard people confirmed to me. You're kind of getting rid of your debunking here,
They feared
Trey.
to walk straight, but crouched as before time they had in their cave worlds, that they might not stumble or fall in uncertain light. Schufeldt's version is a bit of a bastardization of the original Zuni myth. The real legend isn't talking about a city of intelligent lizard people. It's a creation myth for humanity, like the story of Genesis. According to the Zuni, humans originated from caves and were once far more animal-like until they went to the surface. This mythology is definitely interesting, but not exactly evidence of anything but humans telling creative stories. Shufelt seemingly twisted the original myth to sound far more science fiction-y than it really was, by adding falling stars and advanced technology. Scholars have also noted that his version is very reminiscent of pulp science fiction authors at the time, particularly
Yeah,
the
I
works
did a whole video about 1950s sci-fi and like how honestly, okay, so I have my grandfather gave me a bunch of his old 1950s sci-fi books. They're all like hardcover. They're really nice. And the stories in these books are almost fucking one-to-one what a lot of later conspiracies would start claiming. Like a lot. And like the specifics get so specific that it's to the point where I'm like, damn, these dudes read this book. Like, there's like this conspiracy about ant people living in fucking Australia underneath Uluru. And I don't remember what the name for Uluru was back then. Uluru. They called it something. Ayers Rock. That's what they called it initially. And so there's this book that I read that was like Ayers Rock. Like there were like lizard people, or not lizard people, I'm sorry, ant people living under Ayers Rock. And then later, the fucking Sasquatch message to humanity includes a creation myth for fucking ant people that puts Uluru as their fucking hive, and it's just like, no.
Conan the Barbarian fan.
Why are you doing
and
this?
HP, oh god, why is my cat named that? Lovecraft. Howard created the Serpent Men of Lucia, while Lovecraft created stories like The Nameless City. It is entirely possible that Shufelt was familiar with these stories, and used elements of both in his claims about the lost metropolis beneath LA.
Everybody looked like Al
If I were
Capone
to guess,
in the 30s.
Shufelt saw that he had taken the old Spanish gold story as far as it could. After failing to produce results the first time, he needed additional funding and a new audience. Using a combination of Zuni myths and science fiction stories he had read about, he produced a fresh new tale to grab people's attention and get his treasure hunting business back on track. It doesn't appear like it worked for him, as I found little of note about Shufelt following 1934. He died in 1957, age 71.
Okay. Alright, I believe it. Let's go back to David
But you
for
know,
a
you have a
minute.
radio in your living room, and it's you have all frequencies in your living room: BBC, Radio Moscow, ABC. But the radio is tuned to one frequency. You're decoherent from all the other frequencies. You're only coherent with one frequency.
Right.
We now believe that the universe is vibrating, and that there are vibrations of different universes right in this room. There are the universes of dinosaurs, because the comet didn't hit 65 million years ago.
The universes of dinosaurs.
They're the wave function of aliens from outer space, looking at the rubble of an Earth that already was destroyed, all in your living room, except we have decohered from them. We're no longer in tune with them. We don't vibrate with them. Therefore, our universe is tuned to one frequency, our universe. But it means that probably there are other parallel universes in your living room, and believe it or not, this is called modern physics.
Oh, okay.
These reptilian
I'm not a
entities
modern physics,
seem
so
to-
I
and again,
can't
it's not
debunk
just
that.
reptilians. There are many different kinds of entities that do not have a human form, that operate just outside of human sight, and history has recorded them as demons and all this stuff. But the reptilian part of it seems to be very significant to the controlling systems on the planet today. And they operate just outside of visible light. Therefore, we don't see them in the normal course of events. That's just basically like a ghost. When you're looking at a ghostly figure, most of them
Yeah,
don't look
definitely.
solid because they're operating just outside of your frequency. Just enough for you to perceive something, but not enough for them to appear to be have solidity. This is very similar to having a radio and it not quite being on the station. You can hear the station, but there's what we call interference, and it's not sharp. Visually, that's what's happening when people
I don't
see
know
these
that I
ghostly,
believe that
ethereal-type figures.
something
So
solid
shape-shifting
could just be
is not the movement from
outside
a dense physical body
of
to a
the
dense physical
frequency
body.
of light.
It would appear from the endless research that I've done and people I've talked to all over the world and all the rest of it put together, my own experiences sometimes, that what we're looking at are these hybrid bloodlines. Because of the hybrid nature of the DNA, the software program, they have a vibrational sympathy with that which interbred with them. And this doesn't have to be physical
Now
interbreeding
you have to
either.
put it in your
As I'll come
oven.
to. And so these bloodlines can be, quote, possessed, their emotional, mental faculties taken over much more easily than the general run of the population does not have that hybrid DNA, thus that vibration.
How did they... Wait, if the aliens aren't on our physical vibrational frequency, how did we get reptilian alien hybrid DNA? That doesn't make sense.
Sympathy,
The
compatibility
DNA would be
between
out
the
of
two energy
phase.
fields. So what they're doing in effect is using the secret society network they've set up to manipulate these bodies into power, but in doing so they're putting themselves into power because they're controlling the mental and emotional processes of these vehicles. Now, when we look at, say that's a major politician or something, when we look at him with our five-sense sight, we are going to decode that level of him that is operating with invisible light. So what do we see? We see a human. But behind him, just outside of that frequency range, we'd see something very different. And I've met endless people who've seen it, who do have that ability to move their visual frequency range further than the norm.
What?
So what is happening
Everyone in
with
government is a
shapeshifting, the one way
lizard.
that it's happening,
Confirmed.
is sometimes that energy field just outside of visible light moves in to that frequency range. It sometimes happens when this vehicle is going through great emotional turmoil. I've had that story told to me many times when people have seen this, the circumstances surrounding it. And at that point, this energy field enters visible light and becomes the prime forward energy field. And then it
Or you have a shitty cable box because it's the late 90s, early 2000s, and you just have a bad fucking cable connection, and you've got... You fucking...
it goes back again to the observer who is decoding that energy field through the brain.
Oh, look at that.
And
Oh,
turning it
she's
into
so
a
reptilian.
physical experience. What he observes only in his head is human, non-human, human. Did you see that? But it wasn't physical. It was a change in the decoding of the brain of the energy field it's observing. So what we're looking at, I would suggest, but people make of it what they will, are fields where we decode the human one, but behind it is another one that looks anything but human. And someone sent me this picture. I don't know who it's of, but he's got very reptilian-type eyes. And a friend of mine has been working recently with someone who's been
Reptilianoid
involved in a
eyes.
big iris scanning
later.
technological program. Not something I agree with, I have to say, iris scanning. But what he found, and he's into none of this stuff, what he found as these people looked very closely at 2,300 eyes, to their amazement, in his estimation, about 4% of the eyes they looked at were of reptilian type and appearance. All over the internet, people started talking about this now, and these pictures are circulating. This might be probably is just a trick of the light, but it's very symbolic of what we're looking at. That was on the front of the 14 Times, taking the piss out of me. I thought, thank you very much. Nice picture. I love that. Very symbolic. And there's all these other people and all that stuff. And another thing that you find is a number of therapists have sent me pictures. This is a common thing. Therapists working with satanically abused people, trying to get their minds back after all this abuse, and sexually abused people that have been in these mind control projects. And it's a very consistent theme that when these people have been victims of this, they use a lot of drawing to try to draw out their memories. Again and again, what they draw are people with reptilian eyes. These are actually drawn
Absolutely
by
no
a satanically
fucking
abused
way.
person. And these were sent to me.
I looked at
with
my
the-
desk. I'm looking for my lighter, right? I scan my desk. I'm looking for the neon green fucking lighter. I get up. I'm like, oh, okay, I must have put it in the dining room. I walk into the room. It's right fucking there. Absolutely not, it's not right there. No. Gnomes. The fucking... Dude, the gnomes. No, I'm smoking a Black and Mild. The gnomes, dude, they take shit and then they put it back and then they make you think that you're stupid. It's the fucking gnomes. They're real, they're here, they're terrorizing me. I'm being bullied by gnomes.
Their permission.
I'm home alone. There's no one else here.
Again, Roman Polanski, was talking from knowledge, shall I put it, when he made that film Rosemary's Baby in the 60s with Mia Farrow. And for anyone who doesn't know about that, if you get hold of a copy, it's worth watching. Mia Farrow is pulled in unknowingly because they want her to interbreed with one of these non-human entities to give birth to a child of the bloodline. And this satanic group get hold of her and they put her under mind control and they, impregnate her and stuff. And towards the end of the film, when she starts to realize what's going on, she goes into this apartment where it all went on, and memories start to come back, and she sees the baby she gave birth to in a non-conscious state, and you have a quick flash of it in the movie, and it's a reptilian baby with reptilian eyes. Well, Polanski should know, let's put it that way. All the way through history,
he's
you
a
have
gnome.
this theme of
a reptilian.
And of fighting the snake or fighting the dragon and all the rest of it. That's the theme I'm talking about, and it's the software hybrid bloodline, which
every lizard reference in media proves the reptilians control everything.
So you look at the human
Thank
level,
you.
But what's
Thank you, David Icke. Oh, are we not doing David Icke now? Who the fuck is Peggy Kane? Oh, please tell me. Please. I need to know about the reptilian agenda. You used EVP? I'm sorry. You just used EVPs and asked them questions about reptilians, and that's how you got your answers? Jesus Christ. No. No. No, this is not actual research.
I've learned about the reptilians, the plight of the people in the astral world, the reptilian eating of human meat, the net, the extent of the manipulation of all structures and beliefs, the cloaking of reptiles within people, the multi-dimensional nature of all of us, the role of other allies like the Pleiadians, the incoming of Planet X, as well as the true nature of the Creator.
Oh yeah, Planet X.
My beliefs and now simply serve the one, which is all life, to the best of my ability. Now, many years ago, you were a co-host of UFO AZ. You had a couple of radio shows that you worked with. And you worked in Off the Record, the Cutting Edge.
Here's the thing, right? If you want to, go look for ghosts, right? If you want to go hunt down, like a ghost, or, if you're looking for, spirits or something, right? Use EVPs. That makes sense. That's fine. It's the logic behind that is that the ghost can interfere with the radio frequencies and make words appear. That's totally fine, you know? But how the fuck are you getting answers about reptilians from EVP? What? That doesn't make any sense to me. Unless you're literally asking ghosts about reptilians, which is a good crossover. I like that.
And that gave you some of the opportunity to
also, everyone who's cared about this theory has been a boomer so far.
Doing reverse speech changed what you knew then to what you know now.
At the time, well, I've gone through a process being raised as a Roman Catholic. I got into sort of Eastern meditation. I was an Eckankar. And then I went into the New Age. I listened to a lot of channeling.
Were you guys here when I did that whole stream about the guy who believed that reptilian aliens, shapeshifters from Mars, were psychically attacking his prostate? Can we do that segment again? Were you guys there for that? Because if you weren't, we're going to do that again.
And interviewing probably, I don't know how many hundreds of people. put over time with the different co-hosting the different shows.
This one's going to take quite a bit of reading
heard
from me.
Practically every belief system available on this planet. And I subscribed to the fact that we were living here to learn, that this was part of a journey, that karma and reincarnation played into it, that there were different levels of reality, and that in our day-to-day reality, we can create our own reality through our intention, through our thoughts, through our...
That's exactly what Xavier Knight says. Your thoughts create your reality, yet still, you live a life that you dread.
beliefs. And I had to let most all back off. I found out that the near-death experience was a ruse, that we're in a net, we're in lockdown. This is not about karma and reincarnation.
There's no such thing as a coincidence.
Keeps us in a
The
cycle.
fact that you're watching this stream means you're energetically aligned with giving me all your money.
But do you feel like a messenger of sorts?
Well, I feel like I stumbled upon this EVP and then reverse speaking. It just happened. Whether it was ordained or not, I don't know. I don't feel that this is anything special with me. It's not my great gifts or my big psychic ability. It's
I
nothing to
got
do
my
with that.
water, I
It's
got
a
my
technical
steel
modality
reserve.
that I happened upon, and my
Mountain
intention
Dew.
for the website was to try to get other people listening too, because the more the better.
And you succeeded.
God.
And what does EVP stand for?
It's electronic voice phenomena. It's capturing spirit voices on digital and tape recorders. And I found that really interesting, and I decided I was going to try to do this.
Actually
In 2 months,
shocked
I
that
never
I don't
did
have
anything.
spirit
where'd you first hear
voices
about
on my bingo
Well, years
card.
ago, I was on like a sighting show. I think that was the first time I'd heard anything. People would go out to like the Confederate cemeteries or different places and pick up voices, and I always thought that was very interesting. But I wanted to take it to a new level. I thought, well, I would like to really speak to spirit guides, extraterrestrials. Didn't know I was getting into it. Angels. I didn't want to just talk to dead people. I really wanted more.
I didn't want to talk to dead
it took me in a whole
people.
other direction.
I'm better
The
than
reverse
you.
speech, you say, I, like virtually all of you, have been on the same quest and literally stumbled into EVP and reverse speaking. These open doors to me, I've heard it described as pulling aside the net for a glimpse out.
Okay, there's this new method of doing EVP called, it's like double blind EVP. New EVP method. I don't know the name of it, but essentially what one person does is you take somebody and you hook them up to you give them like a set of earbuds, right? You put the earbuds in them. The earbuds are connected to a radio. The radio is every like 10th of a second, it's switching radio stations randomly, right? Now, over those earbuds, you put like noise canceling, noise suppression headphones that you use for gun ranges, and you put those over them. And then you also blindfold this person so they cannot see and they cannot hear. Now, after that is happening, you turn on the radio, it starts making random gibberish noises to that person, and you, the person who doesn't wear all of that, start asking them questions. The other person doesn't know what questions you're asking or when they're asking those questions, and your job as the person wearing the headphones is just to repeat any words that you happen to hear as your headphones flip through all these radio stations. So, essentially what happens is you get these really weird conversations where one person will ask a question and then someone who is blinded and deafened is answering that question in like weird slant ways. So that's the only EVP that I will take seriously.
Ron continued waiting patiently in front of the peephole of my door after 5 minutes of ringing the bell.
Oh, wait.
I thought about running it.
Is this a creepypasta? You guys want to do a creepypasta?
I think I saw something I wasn't supposed to see. I work in the Marine Unit of the Hamilton, Ontario Police Force. Just last night, about an hour after sunset, my partner, Ron, and I saw something in the sky while on patrol. It looked like a meteor, and it looked like it was coming straight for the lake. We thought it was going to hit our small armored motorboat for a second, but it passed over our heads and slammed into the water a couple kilometers away. The light from the burning rock disappeared for a moment, but then, strangely enough, it resurfaced. We were halfway through turning around when a shockwave, traveling quickly along the surface of the water, slapped the side of our boat, rocking it violently. My heart was pounding, and I looked at Ron. I could see fear in his eyes, but both of us were aware that we needed to head into harm's way. If anyone had been closer than we were, they could have been injured or killed. Our eyes were fixed on the bright white fire on the horizon, which scalded...
Okay, alright, this isn't creepy. Okay, so this one... The Stargate conspiracy is something that I don't actually know anything about, but I would really like to. No? Oh, here we go.
Right, so as you probably gather, we're talking about all sorts of things right now, and focusing to start with on the Giza Plateau. There's been a lot of talk the last few days, new discoveries, and of course Andy's
I guess this is the Stargate, though.
own discoveries and controversies, but you know,
controversies.
Even a not particularly exciting discovery by perhaps our standards. The world gets in a fever. It's the Giza Plateau. It's the Great Pyramid. It's quite something. I mean, you don't have to be a pyramidian, do you?
I like
to
her
feel
voice.
the magic of Giza. You go into the Great Pyramid and something happens to you. You don't have to know anything about it. You don't even particularly have to be interested in it. But you stand there and your brain kind of skids on it, trying to find some kind of traction, trying to find some kind of context.
Oops.
Because you've never been in anything like it before. You don't, suddenly, you've got these millions of tons of rock pressing down on your head, and you're standing there and you're thinking, what is this? How is this? Why is this? Possibly followed rather sharply with, who am I? You know, I mean, it's just kind of, I know who I am, by the way, it's on here.
It's on
that's
here.
If I get very, very confused.
Oh, she's funny.
But, you know, it's literally awesome. The Great Pyramid and Giza, you know, Daddy Pyramid, Mummy Pyramid, and Baby Pyramid. The pyramid somehow manages to turn your psyche inside out. It destabilizes you psychologically, which actually is quite an important thing. You become unsettled. At a very profound level, a kind of magical
Have any of you
level.
been to the pyramid?
A void opens up in your understanding. And it makes you vulnerable to all sorts of claims.
Because I haven't been to the
with
pyramid.
Authority.
I don't know if I would agree that it will psychically destabilize
into
me.
which can be inserted all manner of allegations and concepts, such as E.T. visitors,
neither
all
have I.
manner of other ideas. And when you're there, anything seems to have equal weight, equal intellectual weight. Now, the point, or one of the major points of this talk, is that the Giza phenomenon, what I've been talking about, its sheer ability to excite and destabilize, hasn't gone unnoticed by those who would manipulate our belief systems and indeed our hopes, as we will see.
Why Poland?
Many describe the whole Giza experiment as a kind of portal. Sometimes they mean it literally, in their understanding. Certainly, the ancient Egyptians meant it literally. It was to take them to another world, to the stars, or to their own afterlife. But it's also a sort of portal figuratively. It opens our minds. It takes us to a new place. And the point is, where does it take us to, and who do we choose to be our guides? In our case, what we found when we stepped through the portal, albeit figuratively, was extraordinary, shocking, and actually brought us no end of trouble. And
so many people have called the pyramid a literal portal that I am very...
When we finished our second book,
the word portal is just no longer has any meaning to me.
I know Andy's mentioned it, but I've actually said, which we never pass up an opportunity to mention, was the what is it? The inspiration for the Da Vinci Code. Yeah, I knew it was there somewhere. Yeah, for better or worse. But when we finished that, we decided to actually go back in time, because in the Temple Revelation, it kind of ended by saying, look to us like Christianity had an awful lot of roots in Egypt. And we thought, well, that's the end of that book. That's the neat finish. That's the end of that book. But we wanted to look at Egypt in more depth. And we thought we'd go back in time, further back in time, beyond Christianity, and maybe look into the origins of the Hermetic books, which eventually we did, but much more recently, actually, in Forbidden Universe. But at that time, we thought, right, we'll look at Egypt. So we did something that turned into the Stargate conspiracy, or StarCon, as we call it occasionally, which, as you notice, is subtitled
StarCon.
Revealing the Truth Behind Extraterrestrial Contact, Military Intelligence, and the Mysteries of Ancient Egypt, which is nearly as long as the book itself, but actually does rather cover it. And as we turned our attention to Egypt back in the 1990s,
I'm so sleepy today.
we couldn't help noticing, we got sidetracked.
busy at work.
You know, as I say, we didn't, for many years as it turned out, actually manage to go back and back and back. We got sidetracked by what was going on in 1990s Egypt. Basically, a huge amount of digging at Giza, and what might be called rather blatant, obvious posturing on Giza by several agencies and individuals in the lead up, especially to the
So
millennium.
did you just go into like the Giza plateau and start digging a bunch of holes? Is this what am I reading in between the lines properly here? Did you just go and start digging shit up, like, without permission?
Which we are about to share remain sadly all too relevant.
You know you have to
And they are as
bribe the
jaw-dropping as ever.
Egyptian minister
There
of
was, as you know, back
antiquities.
then,
You
a
can't
huge
just start
surge
digging.
in what might be termed alternative Egyptology, almost an Egypt fever around the level.
Alternative
We were, in
Egyptology.
fact, to add
That
to
is
this, but in
such
very
a
different way.
good
Our book StarCon
name
did
for
upset a lot of people. We did not
just
set out to
making
do
up whatever
that,
the fuck I
believe
want.
me.
I love that
It
term.
did upset a lot of people because basically it criticised some of the prominent names in the field. Basically what we did was we double and triple checked their research in their books, and certain big names, with some surprising results, which we set out in the Stargate Conspiracy. And although, as I say, we upset the writers and a lot of their readers, a lot of their fans, there are some things which just have to be said. Particularly, one of the things that gripped us, really, you know, floored us really, was what happens when you claim to come up with answers to ancient mysteries upon which you then hang a modern message. Or worse, when you actually manipulate the facts to fit in with what is actually a political agenda.
Oh no.
Incidentally, by the way,
Political archaeology.
skeptics, among other choice terms, but we're not skeptics in the usual sense at all. For example, we acknowledge a genuine unseen world does exist. More to the point here, we do fully admit that there are such things as ancient mysteries. Mysteries about the ancient past, absolutely. But as an aside, StarCon, as it turned out, wasn't the wisest career move.
Yeah.
It was published by one of the biggest international publishers, Little Brown. We ended up being blacklisted as a direct result of intervention by some of the big names we had criticised.
Yeah, that kind of happens when you make a book claiming that there's a Stargate.
In 1999, and we still are, by many of those big name publishers, for one specific reason. Anyway, StarCon. We were always suspicious of those who claim to have the answers, the whole answers, to the great mysteries of the past, or claim to be in touch with great spiritual power, or claim to be the arbiters of the whole truth.
Sure.
And it's very interesting
As
the
you should be.
psychology involved. Once people are excited, and nothing is potentially as exciting, of course, as an alleged contact with the gods, or with alien gods, maybe, people will go that extra mile with you, into territory they would otherwise never even consider, or even shun. Once you've convinced them that you know magic, that you have contact with the ancient gods, that you know when the ancient gods are going to arrive, people will stick with you no matter what. I mean, you have created a cult, and I stand here and I know what I'm talking about.
I guess the theme of the stream is cults.
I mean, you know, I know about cults. I know how they operate. This whole idea of manipulation of ideas, half facts, beliefs, is what we believe some people were and are attempting to do. Only using a belief in contact with ancient, advanced extraterrestrials, the gods of the ancient world, who, according to the belief system, created human civilization, perhaps even created the human race itself, perhaps again through
Yeah,
genetic engineering.
I
and manipulation.
kind of agree
And
with
what
her
over
that
us
this
ever
whole
since,
like ancient
and who
aliens thing is a
are
little bit
coming
of a
back
cult.
to save us from ourselves, essentially. And there are, though, this whole scenario, lessons to be learnt from history. Take, for example, the belief in Atlantis. Now, I'm not talking about a geographical place, a sunken island. You know, a belief that it existed is, is straightforward enough.
Yeah.
But I am talking about its associations with a lost spiritually advanced race in contact with advanced extraterrestrial beings, for example. All that is incredibly potent. It has the potential for being used, whether these things are true or not. Now,
yeah, I think she's got sort of the same viewpoint that I do, that you need to walk people one step at a time rather than trying to get people to buy your crazy conspiracies wholesale, and that if you have an exceptional claim, like Atlantis is real and also it's spiritually advanced and also everyone there was a 15-foot tall spiritual gigachad, you have to have really good evidence.
Careful about the way potent ideas are manipulated, or at the very beginning, even presented. I mean, if you specifically, bearing all that in mind, look at what was used by one particular cult, connected with...
Yeah,
albeit you might think tangentially, but connected with the Giza, what was going on at Giza.
Just stop being a fucking weirdo.
In October 1994, there were the mass suicides, or perhaps murders, of 53 members of the Solar Temple cult. And sadly, that was the fruit of their labours there. They apparently believed that their souls
I haven't even heard of this.
Would be transported to their true home in Sirius, which is, of course, all sadly par for the course for a modern cult.
Yep.
But there was a twist, and it was a twist that was very contemporary with the end of the 1990s. They explicitly linked Rudolf Gantenbrink's discovery of a door to a secret chamber in the Great Pyramid the previous year with their deaths. The discovery of Gantenbrink's door they saw as being, figuratively, the door, the trigger for them to go off and let their souls fly free. Now, obviously...
I have heard a lot of theories about this secret Sphinx door.
To public attention by Robert Bauval. Now, obviously, we are not blaming either Bauval or Gantenbrink for what happened to the cult. But it does show how careful we have to be when it comes to speculation about secret chambers and great ancient secrets. When we tip over from fact into belief, when we tip over and we invite people to share their own mystical experiences and conflate everything together, it pays to unravel these often complex connections, as Clive will explain. But first, we want to know why, actually, did the Solar Temple have a thing about Sirius? The unravelling, as I say, it's all very complicated. The unravelling begins. This is Alice Bailey, as a lot of you might know. She's really the creator, the inspirer of the New Age.
Really?
She was a channeler.
Fuck. All right, we got channeling.
Great contact with the other world was someone called a spirit called the Tibetan, a master. Many of her teachings, however, were appallingly racist and anti-Semitic, even by the standards of her day. Perhaps the worst example is what she blithely presented to her followers, obviously, which came via her spirit guide, the Tibetan. She talked about the Americans' bombing of atomic bombing of Nagasaki and Hiroshima, and she said that in fact it was essentially all part of life's rich pattern. It was the process of healing the yellow root race whose time was over out of this world to make way for others. So that's all right then. She also taught, interestingly, that Freemasonry was the terrestrial version of an initiative school that exists on Sirius, presumably meaning one of the planets in the system, and that Freemasonry was founded by beings from Sirius. Now, significantly, her husband, Foster Bailey, was, guess what, a prominent Freemason. And he introduced her ideas, including ideas about Sirius, into the Brotherhood. Now, by the way, when Clive died talking about Freemasonry, we're not saying it's a good or a bad thing, we're just saying this is what happened. So it was, obviously, Alice Bailey's husband was a Freemason, and he introduced her ideas, into Freemasonry. Fact. And then there's this guy, Schwaller de Lubitsch, the godfather of
What
the
the
alternative
fuck is his
Egypt
name?
genre. All the major writers on the subject, Graham Hancock, Robert Bauval, Robert Temple, cite Schwaller de Lubitsch,
Charlie.
his work on ancient Egypt with respect and
Quit your
admiration.
shit.
And John Anthony West's seminal book, Serpent in the Sky, 1979, was actually written specifically to bring Schwaller's ideas about ancient Egypt to a popular audience.
Come here.
And it was West's desire, actually, to prove Schwaller right, essentially, that led him to get Robert Schoch involved in, the whole business of studying the water erosion on the Sphinx. And it was that research that, more than anything, triggered the explosion of interest in ancient Egypt when it did, in the lead up to the millennium. This seemingly provided evidence that the Sphinx is much older than conventional history admits, thereby, in West's view, proving Schwaller right. Although it did actually prove him just as wrong, since Schwaller and West thought that the erosion was from a single gigantic flood, not centuries of drip, drip, drip rainfall erosion. And Schoch's evidence was also tweaked by Graham Hancock to support the 10,500 BC idea, and ditto with
I have
Bauval
heard
and
these
Orion.
ideas.
Which all sort of works, but what doesn't fit in with all this insistence is that it fits the stars in 10,500 BC. And if you want to know all the details of all of that, it's obviously in the book. But about Schwaller de Lubitsch, what none of these writers say is that his politics were so far to the right that they crossed the border into fascism. He was racist, virulently anti-Semitic, and
You
also
mean
believed
so
that
far
women
to
were
the
intellectually inferior to men. All of that you might think, well, it was
I
in
guess
the old
upright.
days. That's what people thought. No, even by the standards of the day. And it appears that his work on ancient Egypt and the priesthood was actually heavily influenced by his political ideas and racial ideas, actually. For example,
no, I knew
Schwaller
it.
declared that there were no blacks ever in power in ancient Egypt.
Sit down.
And also,
Lay down.
he changed the famous French rallying cry of liberty, equality, fraternity. He said, no, let's change that. Let's have liberty, hierarchy, and fraternity. In other words, rule by an elite. Not in itself very shock horror, perhaps. And it must be said in all fairness that one shouldn't judge people by who they happen to inspire. That would be ridiculous. But if people buy into ideas because they share a mindset, that is very telling. And Schwaller's views gelled so readily with those of the Nazis that they, particularly Rudolf Hess, who we were looking at, Hitler's deputy, basically they took one of his designs, then used it for one of their uniforms, and they particularly admired him. They talked about him a lot. But the thing that is even more damning, if it can be more damning than being a proto-Nazi, was that
Charlie, are you a
was
proto-Nazi?
was actually a synerchist. And
You better not be.
synerchists
I'll throw
are
you
the
in the
most
dumpster.
successful, perhaps,
You understand
certainly
me,
the most
young
sinister
man?
and dangerous secret society that Europe has ever seen.
Don't think I won't.
And as demonstrated by his rallying
you right
cry,
in the
which included the word
garbage.
hierarchy, it's about rule by an elite from behind the scenes, all white, all men like him, of course, and all in our book. Our point is not that those authors in 1990s who expressed such admiration
Into
for
the
him
trash
were
with
similarly sinister. I mean, again, that's ridiculous. But perhaps they could have told us the whole story about him, so we could make up our
No,
own
he
minds
doesn't
about
have the
whether to find
guts
him
to be a
admirable or
Nazi.
not. The main
He's such a
agenda
scaredy
behind many
cat.
of the prominent writings around the millennium was actually to prove Edgar Casey right.
He's such a wimpy
now,
boy that
please don't run
he
away. I am not
begs
going
to
to
come
say
up
that
here
Edgar
and
Casey was a
cuddle,
Nazi. He wasn't. He
but
was
then
a
he
bloke.
sees his brother go lay down on
He,
the
as
couch,
we
and
know,
he
was a
wants to
very
go over
talented
there
healer,
now.
and psychic. When
He's
he
like, oh
actually
wait, but I
established his
actually want to
reputation
cuddle with my
as a
brother.
healer, he attracted the interest of American politicians and military chiefs, and he was a personal friend of the then U.S. Head of the Secret Service, and he was also called on for advice by President Woodrow Wilson. No one knows why, which is a bit sad, intriguing. It could be for personal healing reasons, or there's a rumour that Wilson wanted him to help with the setting up of the League of Nations, which would have been brilliant. Edgar Casey is now, of course, most famous for his psychic readings about the ancient past and the history of the human race, most famously how the Great Pyramid and the Sphinx were made by survivors from Atlantis around the year 10,500 BC, and his prophecies about the future. And the one of his prophecies that's received the most attention in recent years relates to the Hall of Records, the chamber allegedly containing the secrets of Atlantis that was supposed to lie beneath the Sphinx at Giza. Casey predicted it would be discovered and opened in 1998, and that this event would mark the beginning of a new age for humankind. I mean, think of the potential. You know, if someone convinced
So that
us
didn't happen.
that they had entered the Hall of Records and knew its secrets. I mean, wow. Some of Casey's prophecies, actually, also had a political context, which is sometimes lost on us today, and it's very important. For example, 1943, he predicted that by 1968, China would become Christian.
That didn't happen.
Democracy, actually. Then it would be converted to Christianity. I mean, it does seem crazy, and of course it never happened, but it does need to be seen in the context of the time he made the prediction, and also what else was going on kind of around him then. During the 1930s and 40s, there was a serious political movement in the United States that aimed to Christianize China. It was a campaign, it was a sort of crusade. Although this might seem to be somewhat unrealistic, it did have some very high-level support, including from the Vice President Henry Wallace, Roosevelt's vice president in the 1940s. So Casey's prediction fitted in with that campaign, that very high-level campaign. And you have to wonder, is that why he made it? To encourage support for it?
Oof.
Is it that way round? And Casey's prediction about the opening of the Hall of Records also fits, actually, with Henry Wallace's ideas. Casey said that this would happen in 1998 and would be the trigger for world-changing events. Most importantly, it would mark the coming of the Master of the World, which many believe meant the second coming of Christ, and the emergence of a new root race. And he also said that this would bring in an age...
This is all the same
when,
stuff
and I
as
quote,
fucking
Norb
Kufus's Flat Earth documentary.
Which he defined as American values governed by the principles of Freemasonry. Obviously, that would somewhat appeal to American Freemasons. Now, that's Henry Wallace. And, of course, all of that appears to fit very much with the ideas of Henry Wallace, a prominent Freemason. And he's a very interesting character. He was a vice president of Roosevelt. He was deeply interested in the esoteric. He was a theosophist, a committed Freemason. He was responsible for the eye in the triangle symbol being placed on the American dollar bills. It was actually the reversed side of the Great Seal of the United States.
This is the guy who did that.
Believed to be a Masonic symbol, although it probably wasn't originally. But the point is that...
Why are your nails so sharp?
Maybe this way round. That even American Freemasons, including Wallace, came to believe it was a Masonic symbol. He had a particular interpretation of the meaning. He said it represented the moment when the missing capstone would be returned to the Great Pyramid, signaling the beginning of a time when America would become the dominant power in the world.
How would the pyramid getting its capstone
make
America the dominant power in the world? Yeah, by the capstone they mean like the top like 15 feet of the pyramid is gone.
The new order of the ages. And this refers, of course, to linking a missing capstone on the Great Pyramid, but that's what Casey did too. Casey also linked his new age to be triggered by the opening of the Hall of Records and the triumph of Freemasonry and true Americanism, with the placing of the golden capstone on the Great Pyramid.
Oh, and also the capstone is made of gold.
Of course, Casey's ideas, Wallace's ideas, are so simple that they can't be coincidence. But who got it from
What are you doing?
Who? So there are actual big questions. Were Casey's prophecies shaped, perhaps subconsciously, by the then current political agenda, such as Wallace's, or was he shaping his prophecies to fit them? The point is, of course, that once a prophecy has been made,
you're so
those
sharp.
who believe in them
Stop
can ensure
it.
they happen.
Stop being
You probably all do remember that the millennium was to have been marked in Egypt by, guess what?
All right,
the lowering of a golden capstone onto the top of the Great Pyramid by helicopter, while an image of the Eye of Horus was
he just
projected
tore
onto
up
the
my
side
whole
of the pyramid
fucking stomach with those
lasers.
goddamn claws.
This would, of course, have fulfilled exactly Casey's prophecies, and it would have been the moment that they talked about, Wallace and Casey. We now know, of course, the ceremony didn't happen.
Of course.
The Egyptian government, who had been okay with it, discovered the Masonic connections. And as Freemasonry is banned in Egypt, they cancelled the ceremony. So in a sense, in that sense, the prophecy did not happen, America did not triumph. We have to say that that was in part due to the Stargate conspiracy, but this is only part of the story. Which
so you guys are the ones that fucked up our timeline
now
then. I guess I'm blaming you.
Oh, right, thank you. Don't worry, I'm not going to say Illuminati. The point is, from that image and what Lynn was talking about with Wallace's interpretation of this symbol, and what Edgar Casey said, is that these kind of things do have political connotations, political implications. But Lynn and I were interested when Henry Wallace's name came up in connection with Edgar Casey, because we knew about him in another context. Henry Wallace, as Lynn said, was President Roosevelt's vice president during Roosevelt's second term, so that's 1940 to 44. He was actually a member of Roosevelt's cabinet throughout Roosevelt's presidency, and it was during that period that he did the dollar bill thing. But of course, Wallace narrowly lost the vice presidential nomination to Harry Truman.
Okay, you
Roosevelt
talk
went for a third
so
term.
fucking
Course,
slow, buddy.
If he hadn't lost that nomination and been vice president, he would have actually become president when Roosevelt died in office in 1945. As I say, we knew about him in another context, because in the late 1940s and early 50s, Henry Wallace funded an interesting setup in the state of Maine called the Round Table Foundation, and this is a picture of where it was based in Maine. I should actually say partly funded, but I'll come back to that. Now, the Round Table Foundation was set up to conduct research into parapsychology, and it was the idea of this guy.
Yeah.
He was a medical doctor named Andrea Puharich.
Yeah, guys with long hair.
And as I say, set
definitely
up to do
believe in
basically laboratory
Bigfoot.
research into extrasensory perception and similar things, and also brought in some of the most famous mediums and psychics of the time. For example, the Irish medium Eileen Garrett and a Dutch clairvoyant who was very well known at the time called Peter Herkos. So they were brought into the laboratory to be studied. But although the lab was kind of set up on scientific principles, it was, as Puharich acknowledged, very much based on and oriented towards the teachings of Alice Bailey, who's been talked about earlier, a very influential New Age teacher. The Round Table Foundation was actually astonishingly well connected at the very top levels of American society, because not only did it have the patronage of a former vice president, it included members of some of the leading families, the richest families in the States. For example, this is a lady called Alice Bouverie, who was actually a member of the Astor family, one of the great blue blood families of America. She was very involved in the Round Table Foundation's work. Another very key figure who helped Puharich set the place up and became kind of second in command there was this guy, inventor and philosopher Arthur Young, who I'm sure many of you know about. Arthur Young was essentially the inventor of the Bell helicopter, and that invention had made him a fortune, and used that fortune to pursue his own interest in spiritual philosophies and spiritual matters.
The origins of the New Age.
Into the Forbes family, so again, one of the leading.
I have no memory for names or dates.
Ruth Forbes, who was also
Charlie, stop licking my toes.
Now, there are two ways
I'll
of
kill
telling
you.
part of the story. But first of all, I'll tell it the way it's supposed to be told, like the official version, the way the people involved wanted it to be told. And what happened was that in at the end of 1952, the Round Table Foundation was working with another psychic and mystic, an Indian named Dr. Vinod, and they brought him into the laboratory and were studying him, and one day he began to channel two entities who said that they were actual representatives of what they called the Nine, or the Nine Principles, and sometimes the Nine Principles of God. A couple of significant points in the way these entities presented themselves through Vinod. I'm not making a judgment on whether these entities are real or coming out of Vinod's subconscious. I'll talk about them as if they're what they claim to be. First of all, these two entities called themselves simply by initials. They called themselves R and M. Now, Alice Bailey, in her earlier teachings, had, from this entity that she called the Tibetan, had taught that when the New Age was about to happen, it would be heralded in by the appearance of two masters, and they would be called the masters R and the master M. So clearly there was a connection between Alice Bailey's teaching and what Vinod was channeling, and it would have been very obvious to Puharich and Arthur Young, who were very much into Alice Bailey. So that's one point. The second point is that...
So, it's just like, it's an ARG, right? It's like, you got the one person who sets up and is like, oh, I'm channeling this guy, and he says that when the New Age begins, these guys are going to show up, and then, your friend across the country is like, oh, I'm channeling, oh, look, it's those guys that the other guy said, wow, buy my book.
Has a particular significance in terms of the theories of Swallow Lubitsch. As I'm sure everyone here will know, the ancient Egyptian religion of Heliopolis, the one which inspired the building of the Giza pyramids, centered on a group of 9 gods, which are known as the Great Ennead, group of 9, who are headed by the creator god Atum. And the other 8 gods, which includes familiar deities such as Isis and Osiris, are essentially seen as manifestations of Atum. Now, the ancient Egyptian word that is usually translated as God is Netta, but Swallow Lubitsch translated it instead. He translated Netta as principle. And as far as we've been able to establish, he was the first person, and really in some ways the only person, to have done that. So these entities describing themselves as emissaries of the 9 principles or the 9 principles of God seems to be a specific reference not only to the great Ennead of Heliopolis, but also to be specifically drawn from Shodra Lubitsch's work. His work in which he had that translation, incidentally, had been recently published just a couple of years earlier, although at that point they were only available in French. And then what happened is for the next 6 months, until Dr. Vinod returned to India, I think once a week, a group was gathered, a group of 9 people.
I have noticed that with a lot of these historical conspiracies, people will selectively translate shit. Okay. So, that's boring. Oh shit, he's live right now. Christian, heartbreaking update.
Cheerio, chat.
This is not a Christian heartbreaking update. Okay. This guy. Lizard. Man. Looks maxing 101. Oh god, I want to learn about this. If you guys don't know, looks maxing is incel shit. Stop. Let's see. Okay, I want to watch the looks maxing.
Once upon a time, there was a deep, dark cave, and at the bottom of that cave, there were workers, shackled together in chains, all shackled together, and they were miners. They would mine. All day and all night, they would mine. One day,
meanwhile, I will find the thing I'm looking for on the other
he slipped off these shackles, these chains. He broke free. And the moment he did, he went to go explore. And there was a little tiny stream of light that he could see. And he went towards it, and he kept going towards it, and kept going towards it. Eventually, he got to an opening where you could look out and see outside of the cave. You could see light, something that they had never experienced before in their lives. He looked out, and he couldn't believe it.
I found it.
He was excited. So what did he do? He ran back down there to the bottom of the cave, and he told all his friends, he told all of those workers down there, he said, you guys, you have to see this. You have to come. You have to experience this. It's insane. It's opportunity. It's unlike anything I've ever known. And what did they do? They all just laughed at him. They all made fun of him. They mocked him, told him he didn't know what he was talking about. They had so much that they thought they already knew. But because of that, they had no room left for anything new, for any new opportunity. So they continued going on about their lives the way they had always done. But not him. That one worker, he was free from those chains. He was free from those shackles. He never put them back on. He escaped that cave and he never looked back. Today's information has the power to change your life.
Are you telling people that if they know how to do their fucking eyebrows...
It's gonna be good.
Jesus Christ.
Welcome back to Starship Lockjaw, where internet subculture meets self-improvement. Hey, if you're new here, you should subscribe. If you're not new here, well, then you can just hit that thumbs up. All right, let's get started. Check this out. Today we're looking at 3 ways to live our lives. 3 ways.
Oh God, what is this?
3 mindsets is what these are. These are mindsets. By the way, huge thank you to Bale Wolfer from Reddit, who actually made this meme. It's really good. This is going to be some good stuff. Let's get started. We're starting off talking about the lower vibrations, the lower ways of thinking, okay? Got a little cartoon character here, and he's saying, it's over. Just give up. All right. Now, some of you may be able to relate to these ways of thinking too. But the way that we choose to think about things, the way that it affects everything. It affects everything. You know why I'm making a video right now? Because I have this mindset of, hey, if I do this, it's going to provide some sort of value towards others, and it's going to help me with what my calling is, with why I'm on this planet, to help people. I believe in this stuff. Look, our beliefs and why we do what we do, and what's going to come about from what we do, it is why we do what we do, and it leads to results. All right? Oh, it's good. It's good how connected it all is. All right, check this out. It's over. Just give up. That's we don't want that. We don't want that. Hopeless. That's hopeless. Nobody wants to feel hopeless. Sometimes people do. It's not that they want to. It's just that they're choosing to. Sometimes unknowingly.
Oh my god, you are so boring. Okay. Kyle Odom.
Hey there. Ace Chum here. Today, my friends, we're looking at the manifesto of Kyle Odom.
So, before we get into the manifesto, we're gonna read a news article about Kyle Odom. Actually, I can read you the manifesto. So before we do that, we're gonna go to Kyle Odom News. On Saturday, Pastor Tid Remington put his arm around Ted Cruz and delivered a rousing invocation at a campaign rally. Early Monday morning, authorities identified a suspect in the shooting. He got shot in the skull and back. A 30-year-old local man and former Marine named Kyle Andrew Odom. As authorities launched a manhunt for Odom, questions remained over a possible motive, particularly whether the shooting was in any way related to Remington's appearance with Cruz roughly 24 hours earlier. Odom should be considered to be armed and dangerous. So basically, he shot a priest in the back of the head and in the back. And so the reason he did it is, you know what, I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna let Base Shaman save for a little bit, and then
6 times
I will
because of aliens.
I will start
It
reading.
sounds pretty crazy, but it actually happened, and we're about to look through Kyle's manifesto here. Without any further ado, let's begin. Who is Kyle Odom? Born and raised in North Idaho, grew up in a loving family, joined the Marine Corps after high school, developed an interest in science, went to school for a degree in biochemistry, won numerous scholarships and awards, graduated magna cum laude, then got invited to a prestigious university to work on genetics. Check my personal documents. As you can see, I'm pretty smart. I'm also 100% sane, 0% crazy. Now these are all his words, keep that in mind. Why did he do it? My life was ruined by an intelligent species of amphibian humanoid from Mars. I wish I was joking, but keep reading. They were here long before we ever existed. Their technology is millions of years more advanced than ours. I've seen them do things that defy all comprehension. They have a massive breeding stock of humans, which they breed and control from birth. They use these humans to live vicarious lives among us. They appear to be completely normal because they are good at imitating human behavior. See Martian technology for an explanation on this. The actual Martians live deep underground here and inside of the moon. They take control of wild human beings and use them as sex slaves. Don't believe me? Ask President Obama to take a lie detector test on this one. They tried to take me, but they were unable to control my mind. They've been following me ever since. I tried everything to get my life back. I begged, bargained, and I threatened. Everything I tried to do was sabotaged. I attempted suicide twice, but they stopped me both times. My last result was to take actions that would bring this to the public's attention.
Don't believe me? Ask Obama if he's an amphibinoid sex slave.
My story. Spring 2014. Moscow. Idaho, I believe. Idaho.
Honestly, I'd fuck Tyler one.
University of Idaho.
I'd fuck Tyler one.
Spring 2014 was
just
my final
to
semester,
just to see if
and
I
was
could
taking a heavy
survive
course
the
load. See
rage.
transcript. I was very stressed due to the intensity of my schedule, so I searched for a way to cope. I discovered meditation, which seemed to help, so it became part of my daily routine. As I learned more about meditation, I became interested in consciousness and our ability to affect it. I kept working on my meditation techniques and began achieving extreme states of consciousness. This continued until I encountered another being through meditation. It happened one night in February 2014, and it was the most profound experience I've ever had. I was lying in bed meditating, then suddenly left my physical body. I entered a space that was completely dark and had no awareness of my physical boundaries or orientation. I felt very peaceful there.
I've never actually watched any of his content.
As the blue light got closer, I realized it was another being.
I just know he gets really mad.
I felt an immediate sense of wrongdoing.
Ripped.
It felt like I was being told, "You shouldn't be here."
That's all I care about.
I instantly conceded and felt guilty. Then I began to distance myself from the being. This had an impact on them and seemed to change their mind about me. The moment I began to distance myself from the being, I became overwhelmed by a feeling I can only describe as unconditional love. During this part of the experience, our minds became connected, and I saw that the being was female. I then began to feel the most euphoric, comforting, and blissful feelings I have ever felt. It was incredibly powerful and life-altering. Next thing I know, I woke up. I had tears in my eyes, and I couldn't get out of bed. I felt a profound sense of loss, like I had just lost someone close to me. It was very painful. A few minutes later, the experience left my mind, against my will, and I went about my day. After that, I had no urge to meditate at all. Every time I even thought about meditation, the thought was stripped from my mind. When I finally did try meditating again, I was unable to achieve anything. I didn't think much of it at the time, but I knew it wasn't going to improve. Ultimately, I decided to give up on meditation and just focus on my classes. The remainder of the semester became exceedingly easy for me. It felt like I had tapped into some kind of power. I was exerting no mental effort, even though the classes had been extremely difficult before.
It sounds like a good
I even
entertainer.
began to have complex thoughts and a depth of understanding I had never reached before.
What?
About a month later,
No
I started
fucking
interviewing
way.
at the graduate schools I had applied to. Shortly after the interviews were done, I started receiving offers. I decided to accept the offer from Baylor College of Medicine to work on a PhD
No wonder he
in human
plays fucking
genetics.
League of Legends.
I was very excited about the opportunity to work at such a prestigious university. The future looked bright, and I couldn't wait to get started.
He's one of those people that was in that fucking
July
4chan thread
through October
asking like,
2014,
"Oh,
Houston,
you're gonna
Texas.
make me a general, and I'm gonna be."
Everything changed
I'm
once I started the
gonna,
program. The moment I
know
arrived, I could see flaws in every
martial arts
professor's
and
research.
every
My mind was so
sword
expanded
fighting
that I could
style.
instantly
and-
understand the implications of entire research projects. Because of this, I was able to see weaknesses in all the available projects. This caused me to become very concerned about what I was doing.
I kind of want to
and
take an
felt like I
IQ
was wasting
test
my
on
time.
stream
I
one of
noticed my
these days
concerns. I
and
voiced
see
my
what I
concerns
get.
to my advisor.
I hope
and
it's
he casually
low.
brushed them aside.
I
He
hope
told
my
me,
IQ test
just have
is
fun.
low.
It'll be fun. I kept trying to get motivated, but things continued to get worse. I started seeing
You know what?
flaws in
Let's
the
do it.
foundations of
Before
genetics
we get into
and
today's
other
topic,
fields.
Oops.
It got to the point where I couldn't stop.
Okay, let's. I'm gonna take an IQ test. Okay, you must work mentally. Do not use pencil or paper or a calculator. Be ready to determine whether the following statements are true or false. Test is timed. Okay, I'm ready. Alright, I'm gonna take a little bit more of my brain juice, and then we're gonna go. Yes. True. Triangle, glove, clock, bicycle, true. 27 minutes before. True. Only using the first letters of the word in the following sentence. Yes. If written backwards, the number 1,125 can also be written 5,211. Yes. Gary has only $48. If he borrows $57 from Jan, $15 from Jill, $120. 48, 15, 57. That's 72 plus 48. That's $120. Yes. The round analog clock featuring the numbers 1 through 12 is hung on the wall. The minute hand will point to the right of the viewer. 2:45. The minute hand. Yes. If the word quain is understood to mean the same as the word den, then the following sentence, looking at my den, I see the wolf. False. If Richard looks into a mirror and touches his left ear with his right hand, Richard's image seems to touch its right ear with its left hand. Left ear. Yeah, that's, I guess, yes. If you leave the letters in the same order but rearrange the spaces in the phrase that meets on, it could be the theme at sun. Yes, true. Okay, next. Auctioned education and cautioned. Yes. John weighs 85 pounds. Jeff weighs 105 pounds. Jake weighs... Two of them standing on the same scale could weigh 200 pounds. Correct. The seventh vowel appearing in this sentence is A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. False. 9 chickens, 2 dogs, and 3 cats have a total of 40 legs. 8 plus 12, that's 20, plus 18. False. 16 hours are to 1 day, as 20 days are to June's length. How many days are in June? 30? 16 hours is 1/3. True. In the English alphabet, there are exactly 4 letters between M and G. L, M, N, O, M, N, O, P. No. H, I, J, K, L, M. False. If the word tan is written under the word sly, and the word tot is written under tan, then the word sat is formed diagonally. If the word tan, so it's sly, tan, tot. False. By removing 7 letters from the word motherhood, the word home can be formed. How many letters are there in motherhood? 6, 10. Wrong. If the thumb is a finger, then 3 gloves and 3 shoes. Wait. Fuck. I'm trying to answer this call. Hi, baby. Sorry I didn't answer a call earlier. I left my phone in the kitchen. I'm taking a timed IQ test on stream live. If the thumb is a finger, then 3 gloves and 3 shoes normally hold 35 fingers and toes. 15, no, that's 30. False. The words every, now, hand, ever can form compound words using, respectively, one, ever, every one, however, finger, hand, hand, finger. False. What? Okay, I'll see you soon. He just likes to check in to make sure I'm not fucking other dudes. Oh god, I've already taken 4.5 minutes. If Monday is the first day of the month, the very next Saturday is the 5th day of the month. What? Very next Saturday. Tuesday 2, Wednesday 3, Thursday 4, Friday 5. False. 3 of the following numbers add up to... 3 of the following numbers add up to the number 31. I know, right? 24... 17, no. 17 plus 5 is 23. False. Fred will be 4 blocks from his starting place if he travels 2 blocks north, then 3 blocks east, then 2 blocks south. 2, 3, 2. No. Why would no? You cancel out. If the following words are opposites of the words that begin with the letter R. No. Real. Street. What's the opposite of the word street? The following disregarding punctuation is spelled the same backwards as forwards. Todd erases a red dot. Todd erases a red dot. Yes, true. The letters of the word sponged appear in reverse alphabetical order. Guys, I can't do alphabets backwards. I'm going to say... true. The numbers 3, 7, 2, 4, 5, 5, 1, 8, 4, 2, 7, 3. True. The odd numbers in this group add up to an even number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they do not. Odd numbers in even amounts would always add up to even numbers. Without breaking or bending a toothpick, you can spell the word fin with exactly 7 toothpicks with no letter sharing a toothpick used by another letter. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. True. The sentence has 35 letters. 4, 7, 10, 12, 18, 22, 26, 30, 37. False. A square whose sides measure 10 centimeters can completely fit inside of a regular hexagon whose sides measure 10 centimeters. I don't know. I'm going to guess true. I don't know how to do that in my head. 6 identical triangles can be formed by drawing 2 straight lines through an octagon's center point. Octagon center point, 2 straight lines. False. The number 64 is the next logical number in the following sequence of numbers. 2, 6, 14, 30. False. Robert is taller than John. Charlie is taller than Robert. Robert is taller than John. Charlie is taller than Robert. True. The sum of all odd numbers from 0 to 16 is an even number. There are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. No. Wait. Yes. True. If each of 7 persons in a group shakes hands with each of the other 6 persons, then a total of 42 handshakes occurs. True. Wait. Yeah. I think. 7 times 7. No, it would be 6 times 6, right? False. No. Ooh, yeah, it would be 42. Okay. 3 congruent regular hexagons can each be drawn in such a way that all of them overlap and create more than 6 distinct areas or compartments. 3 hexagons can be drawn in such a way. False. If a donut-shaped house has 2 doors to the outside and 3 doors to the inner courtyard, then it's possible to end up back at your starting place by walking through all 5 doors of the house without ever walking through the same door twice. Out, in, out, in, out, in. True. Stop timer. Man, you make me fucking email it to you. Alright, I'm gonna take my docs off screen. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? I did all this shit. $14.95. I will fucking kill you. You said it was free. I took the IQ test and you said it was free. You know what? They never said it was free. They never said it was free. Alright, I guess we have to do it all fucking over again. Alright, let's do it. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. 8. 29, 27. Minus 2. Minus 3. Minus 4. Minus 5. Minus 6. 9. 4. 2, 10. What? So they're times 5. And then add 2. So it's 312. What comes next in this series of images? A. If all bloops are Razzies and all Razzies are Lazzies, then are all bloops definitely Razzies? Yes. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 124, or 128. Mary, who is 16 years old, is 4 times as old as her brother. How old will Mary be when she is twice as old as her brother? She's 4 times as old, so her brother is 4. When she is twice as old as her brother. So she's 4 times as old, so her brother is 4 years old. When she's 20, her brother will be 8. When she's 24, her brother will be 12. 1, 1, 2, 3, 3. This is the Fibonacci sequence. Wait. Yeah. It's not. Wait, it's not the Fibonacci sequence, is it? No, it's 4. 4 doesn't belong to the sequence. What comes next in the series? Down, up. It is B. What comes next in the series? B? No. Let me guess C. 121, 144, 169. I don't know. So you won't cheat unless B cheated. A or B cheated. B didn't cheat. I cheated. B cheated. Only one person is lying. Which of the following is correct? D lied. A lied. C cheated. Minus 3, minus 3, minus 4. Is it 0? I don't know. 8 identically sized pieces of paper which have been placed on top of one another as follows. Which one is at the bottom? Eight. 5, 10, 19, 32. I don't know which one is next. Oh god. Oh god, I'm so dumb. I don't know. $25? I don't know. What? It's A. I don't know how I know, but I know it's A. Okay, no. No. Yes. Come on, come on, come on. Really? Guys! Look it! I'm a very smart boy. And this is me off a full steel reserve. Think of how smart I would be if I actually, like, wasn't drunk. Oh my god, guys. I'm very smart. I feel so valid. What if I'm smarter when I'm drunk? I'm definitely better at children's card games. Wow. I need to take a picture. Yeah, I've actually got a 130 IQ. I'm actually, you know, I'm nearing genius levels of IQ. As someone with an extremely high, above average IQ, I just need to point out that I'm better than you. Yay! Oh, I was so worried I was gonna be dumb. Oh, I got that one wrong. I mean... Oh, what other dumb test should we take? IQ triangle test. What? How? What? C. Should be 555. What's the missing pattern? D. Philip. It's playing Snake. Damn it, sure gets that button. We had 6. We get this. X. I got God. I don't have an IQ. It's gone. You took it away. What is the missing number? Oh, I'm not good at magic cubes, guys. $120, $124, $134, $140, 7, 18, 17. It has to be a 98. It's X to B. Oh. It takes 5 people 8 days to complete the job. How many days does it take for 2 people to complete the job? 18 or 20. Each person... Yeah, whatever, 20. 12% of the total number of apples they had put up for sale. How many apples did they put up for sale? 72. 12%. I don't know what portion of 112 is. I guess it's 800. I don't... Oh, it's C. I see it. What number should X be? 10, 5, 4, 8, 12, 24. So it should be 42. Which of these shapes has the most triangles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's A. It's A. It has to be A. It's C. What number should X be? What? What? What do the colors mean? What's going on here? Six, 12, 18, 24. 32? No, it was 32. Okay. Which one correctly represents the given dice? I think A? I don't know. A blue box weighs 3 kilograms and a white box weighs 2 kilograms. So that's 6 and that's 6. That's correct. D. What? Guys, look at. Guys, I'm so much smarter. 151 IQ, guys. I don't think this is real anymore. Guys, I definitely don't have 151 IQ. I'm not that smart. I was ready to believe that I had 130 IQ, but I'm not prepared to believe that I have 151 IQ. I'm not. Maybe I am that smart. Maybe this is why all those fucking LARPers on 4chan in that last thread were like, yo, I have 107,000 IQ because let's find out how Australian I am. I don't know. Where is Bega? It's there for the snacks. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually 151 IQ, guys. I guessed most of those answers because numbers don't make sense in my head. When someone says put another shrimp on the Barbie, you mean prawns. Vomit. A type of bird. Scarnon. Slip, slop, slap is... to apply sunscreen. A rock band. A dense material. No. True blue. We're tight like glue. Those tracky tackies. The gym. Skip hop. A dance move. Bottle is a wine cooler. I am not particularly Australian. Guys, I'm not Australian, and I've never been to Australia. I am 60% Australian. I'm sorry. Which Bleach character am I? Which Tokyo Ghoul character am I? The Roblox trivia quiz. Okay, we have to take the Roblox trivia quiz. I want to say it was Dynablocks. I think it's this guy. Bot 2. Renji. I do like Renji. I like Renji. Bob. Admin. How many friends can you have? Robux. John Doe. Anyone with an account can upload clothing. You have Roblox in my Discord? Oh, I did. Yeah, I saw that. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. Anyone by using Roblox Studio. Mad City? Adopt me? Adopt me? Driving simulator? Oh no, guys. I don't know all my Roblox trivia. I'm so sorry. I'm letting the fans down. I can't believe I've done this to you. It's okay if you all want to unsubscribe now. You can go. I don't need, you don't need to stick it out. You don't need to pity watch me anymore. Let's see. What kind of zombie are you? Which Yu-Gi-Oh character am I? Oh, I'm Yugi. I'm either Yugi or Kaiba. Psychic detectives. Yes. If you were a detective and had to investigate a young woman, I would look into the victim's relationships. Freedom. I'm not Joey Wheeler. I'm good at Yu-Gi-Oh. What color is closest to you? Back. Purple. Game console. If you were to open a store, I would sell fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you idiot. No. Yes. Adventure. Oh no, I'm Grandpa. Guys. I'm Yugi's grandpa. Why am I Yugi's grandpa? Grandpa! Yugi! Oh, I'm having a heart attack because I played a children's card game. Yugi, you have to take my deck and beat Kaiba. But Grandpa, aren't you having a heart attack? Yugi! No, Yugi's grandpa is an archaeologist. Ah. Am I gay, straight, or bisexual? Yes. I'd make a joke about it. Fuck. I don't have the correct answer for this. And the answer is that I cross-dress on Halloween only. I guess I have to hit all the time. All of my dreams are about same sex. It's okay, that's true. Yes, I do it all the time. Are you gay? Yes, I kiss men. It's never appropriate to flirt at work, guys. Wow, I'm only 25% straight. This is a fucking, these tests are fucking terrible. I hate this. What is my soul's color? I have to know. I need some time to fit in. I need some time. Let me put on a little bit of background music while we do this, since I've completely given myself to, you know... I've completely given myself over to this fucking shitty quiz-taking website. Kaiser, how old are you? You're not allowed to flirt with the 16-year-old art hoe. The actor is playing his part well. Yeah. I'd give him like half. Oh. Oh, well then go smash the art hoe. You finally got together with your ideal partner. If I see Sid abusing elderly people in public, they probably deserve it, honestly. I'll contemplate. I usually refuse to lend people things, because I always lose things that get lent out. I'll watch it if it's on. Yes, I'm so fucking nosy, guys. The flowers in the park are stomped on. Yeah, I usually think that. Will you take initiative to make plans for a group trip? No. I focus on my mobile phone. Yeah, I like that one. What will you think if someone you don't like puts on a great perfume? I won't care. Sit down next to a girl and she covers up your nose. Yeah, she hates my smell. I'm a stinky boy. I purposely stink as much as I can to punish those that I don't like. I don't actually do that. Don't think I'm actually a stinky boy in real life. I don't care. Sid and I don't use social media. I absolutely deposit. Well, if your friend got into trouble, it depends. Yeah, I'm very persuasive. And that they have identical pricings for all items. Someone I like, or a gentle old woman? Oh, damn it, I answered wrong. I hate women. Are you the kind of person who gets to have the final say during a disagreement? Yes, I am the decision maker. My soul color is brown. Guys, I don't like these tests. I don't like being brown. I could take the Italian grammar test. I know, I have 151 IQ. My soul color can't be brown. Which Inuyasha character am I? Oh, I want to know. I have to know. Am I Inuyasha? Completing a goal. Playing video games. Thinking while talking. Yes. I don't like selfishness. I like team learning. Yes. That's a hard question. Watch me get Kikyo. I go with singer. I don't care about my birthday. Winning. Independence. Miroku! Guys, I was Miroku for Halloween when I was in like the 5th grade. I was Miroku, so this makes sense. Yeah. Unnamed father. I love that guy. A horny womanizer, except I hate women. A manonizer. We need a fucking term for male like gay men womanizers, because I am absolutely a gay man womanizer. A manonizer. Which Naruto character are you? I hate Naruto. Which Steven Universe character am I? Yes. Yes. No. We need to restart. I answered wrong. Emerald for insight. Yes. I am a stable and logical person. Emerald for insight. One more unacceptable to you is to give up my viewpoints. Can you remember the direction clearly even if you've only walked it once? No. If you enter If you enters Steven Universe, which mission do you want to try? Assassinate the enemy leader. No. Yes. That question was dumb. Compared to a stable life, would you like to try different lifestyles? No. Do you ever secretly have a crush on someone? Yes. If you have to go to an exotic place for 3 days vacation, go with friends. Amethyst. Why didn't you make this menu purple? Amethyst does not levitate. I hate this. Okay. Okay, let's find out which Dragon Ball Z character I am. Yes. I'd find a group. I would say lawyer. Like school and company meetings. I do. If you had a pet cat that could talk and you had a chance to ask it a question, which of the following questions would you choose? Okay. Me, totally. Are you... Okay, so we're guessing I'm gonna be Gohan. Oh, that one's so much sadder. I almost always play supports and healers. Because I secretly want to be a heal slut. What does money mean to you? Making my life more comfortable. If your school were to hold a party, which task would you choose? Buying materials. I'm not cleaning. Good at managing interpersonal relationships? No. Having an uncooperative... Oh, no, losing a lot of games. Staying at home and resting. It's me! I'm Chi-Chi! It's me. I'm Chi-Chi. That makes sense. I can see it. Okay, what else? Are you top or bottom quiz? Let's find out, boys. Choose only delicate fruits that can be put onto plates to take beautiful photos. I'll choose based on my taste. What the fuck is this? Put this one in chat. Alright. I need to know. Alright, viewers, I need you all to know. I need to know if all of you are tops or bottoms. What manner will you take when you go outdoors and it's raining, but it's neither a drizzle nor a downpour? Get caught in the shower, no rain gear, every time. What will you choose if you have to wear any kind of accessories to match your daily dress? I always wear my necklace. What? I guess magnetic? Do you like to eat mustard? Are you a top or a bottom? When do I pull the mustard out in the bedroom? I don't know. What? Yeah, I like mustard. What style is your clothing based on your normal type of fashion purchases? Comfortable and casual, yeah. A strong fashion aura. Oh my god. Which of the following lyrics best fits your mindset? Said that too ideal love is impossible to touch. Love is just like continuous raindrops. Sure, raindrops, whatever. The here yeah, I like the Love Rat. I'd go turtle, I guess. How does your pet whatever. I read fictions. Except for clothes, shoes, luggage, and bags, would you pay any special attention to the brand for when you choose articles for daily use? Yeah. What do you want to have if you can choose one more sibling with no considerations? Oh, I'd want an older brother. Oh no! It says I'm an aggressive bottom. No, it's true. That's exactly what I am. I am an aggressive bottom. Sorry, boys. It's facts. Alright, everyone post your results. Let's see. Ah, he's a switch. He's more of a bottom, though. Which cloud card would I get? I want Drunken Zeppelin to take the test and get total bottom. I like Jupiter. I would say my personality is my greatest strength. Could I go 3 days without saying a single word? No, I don't think I could. I like lakes. Which sea creature would you rather swim with? Oh, whales, obviously. What do you usually do when you have a bad day? Screenshot that result and put it in the channel, please. I need to make fun of you. Just take a screenshot and post it. I need to see. It's not about what the fuck anime trope they think you are. It's about what your ratio of top to bottom is. That's what I'm gonna use to bully you. Yeah, I talk to my family and friends about when I have bad days. I would rather visit a magical forest. Juice. I feel attacked. If you were to shoot a campus-themed movie... Oh, he wants to drop out. What do you set for your goals? I do long-term goals, yeah. Got video games, duh. Ooh, the dark! I like that. I like the dark card. What kind of aggressive person are you? Could you have a secret zodiac sign? Alright, let's see what Rydad is. Oh no! Rydad is my fucking inverse. Rydad is the inverse. He's my exact opposite. Oh well, now Rydad and I have to fuck. Spacebar test. Check out how fast you can press the spacebar. Okay. Ready? Wow. Oh, did I fail? Did I fail the test? Okay, I did it, guys. I can press the spacebar 241 miles per hour. Rydick, if you will. Okay, let's try again. At 100 times. No! Do it! I can do it! Move over, Dark Souls. This is real hardcore gaming. I am the Wonder Bread. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was fucking hard. 8.1. Oh, I only got Bald Eagle. 100 miles per hour, guys. I can only press the spacebar at 100 miles per hour. just fucking shoot me in the face. I'm clearly not... I'm clearly not, you know, the maximum. League of Legends audio.
Tell me a secret.
That's gotta be Ari, right?
Deftly I travel. Deftly I travel.
That's gotta be a Kali. That's either... It's gotta be fucking Alistair.
Where are we going?
That's a Moo.
I speak only truth.
That's true.
I speak only truth.
Is that Diana? That has to be Diana.
Every web, a masterpiece.
Uh-huh, yeah, we got it.
Yes, my master.
Is that Fiddlesticks?
Not interested. Yup.
That's Fizz. I hate Fizz.
Fight time!
Gragas.
Face death.
That's gotta be Hecarim.
Ah, the sweet smell of science.
Heimerdinger. Pantheon? Might be Pantheon.
With precision.
That's Aurelia.
No quarter for the wicked.
Is that Jarvan? It's gotta be Jarvan.
Who will be eaten first?
Cho'Gath. It's, yeah. Yeah, Tiny Master of Evil.
It takes a lot of effort to move like this in heels.
I don't know.
Poor foam. Poor foam. Poor foam.
No matter your numbers, I will not yield.
Definitely Demacia. Annie.
My destination is clear. My destination is clear.
Yeah.
Come out and play.
No need to be scared or alive.
Your time has come.
That has to be the Night Hunter. That's Vayne, right?
Sorry, boys. I keep the fuzzy cuffs at home.
Sheriff Piltover.
Whipvine.
That's, fucking Zyra.
You should come back with more bad guys. You should come back with more bad guys. You can't contain me, Summoner.
One more time.
Echo.
Noxians.
I hate those guys.
Lead the way.
Ash.
Always watch your back.
Gangplank.
All eyes look to us.
That's gotta be a Zir. Bard.
Night, night.
Graves.
We are all connected.
Nivea. I like Anivia. That's Nar.
Let's get going.
Braum.
Fight as a hero, or die as a coward.
Aatrox.
I may leave, but I'm never gone.
Cassiopeia.
At once.
That's Janna.
An ideal is nothing
Karma!
until you fight for it.
I love Karma.
Their history.
Chase? Hey, 1%. That almost makes me want to play League of Legends. Let's see how much patching I'd have to do to play League of Legends. Oh no, guys. Are we actually going to play League of Legends? It's okay, I'll just play Taric bot lane and lose. I know, I haven't touched League in years. What is my League of Legends username? I don't know, let me figure this out real quick. Oh, I got it. Ugh. Just let me pull the thing. Oh my god, stop. I know, it's terrible. I shouldn't be doing it. Someone stop me. I just want to try one round. Come on, guys. There's nothing wrong with... Oh look, I got a key fragment, guys. It's time I queue up for ranked. Mole Diver? What the fuck is this bullshit? Oh, I need to patch. Ooh, Seamoose. Seamoose is playing League. The other Seamus is playing League. I just want to see his status. Ah. Oh no. Why do you do this to me? Okay, I'm gonna do it drunk. I will. Fuck, you've literally relegated me to heel slutting now. Okay, I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna go pee, and then I'll be right back, and I'll do my shots, and then we'll play League of Legends. I'm so sorry. This is fucking sick and twisted, is what this is. Let's go. Please God, let's get this stream banned in China. Drunken Zeppelin, you get me banned in China every stream. Oh man. Okay. God damn it. It's like you weren't even here for the whole fucking stream, and yet you have some sort of fucking sick twisted spider sense for when you can hit me the hardest with these fucking shots. Free Hong Kong. Jesus Christ. Let's do the English version of Plastic Love while I take my shots. Because I love it. And I'm almost out of chaser too, so I have to do all the shots and then do the chaser, or I'll run out of chaser. Oh god, YouTube is still fast. I literally... How did you even... Like, how did you get here? Katie. We've honestly almost killed this bottle of Malort. That's a good thing. Alright, I'll put a wig on too. What is the bullying hour? It's starting again. Oh, the bullying. Yeah, I only take half shots because I don't want to die. Fine, I'll top them up a little bit. Beyond the range of comprehension, until you got your attention. It's always followed by sweet goodbyes. This almost meet its end. Relax. Well, these shot glasses are larger than a standard 1-ounce shot glass. That's the thing. So these are over full if you fill them up. They're like 1.5 ounces, almost 2 ounces. So that's why I do slightly slower shots. Underneath the disco ball breaks the spell that holds you in my mind. Baby, I used to dance with you. Now we're through. I'm sorry. Don't you dare even try to convince me. Don't you lie about the way that we could be. Love's a game, they don't stay, they need it. What the fuck is this doing in here? Okay. Holes and the cracks in my heart with plenty of dresses. This is actually my Oscar Langley Soryu wig. All right. This is my Oscar wig. I was Oscar for Halloween last year. If you guys get, I don't know what my goal for you guys will be, but I can do a whole stream for you guys in the plug suit, but it'll have to be some sort of, like, special occasion, you know? That's also why I have the fake titties. That's why they're here, because I was cosplaying as Asuka. Fridays are not a special occasion. Pants! Jesus fucking Christ. I hate this. What have I done? Alright, I'm gonna go get the Tennessee honey for that one. Okay. I imagine, yes. I've never watched that anime, but probably. Hear a voice speak whispers left ignored. Should I even bother though? Yes or no, don't worry. I'm just playing games. I know that's plastic love. Dance to the plastic beat. He's not hot. Drunken Zeppelin, hit me with the hypothetical. Oh, while I reevaluate every life choice I've ever made. I have one more Malort, and then I have the Tennessee honey. That's the spirit. Oh, I have, here, I'll give you a little sneak peek into the video that I'm editing together. That's gonna be, it's gonna be a supercut of the last big stream I did, where everybody was throwing shots at me and shit. But I have a... Oh, actually, I don't have to open DaVinci to give you this sneak peek. I put a caption in the video. I put a caption in the video of real people's actual Malort reviews, and I think they're fucking gold. Most first-time drinkers of Jepson's Malort reject our liquor. Its strong, sharp taste is not for everyone. Our liquor is rugged and unrelenting, even brutal to the palate. We found that only 1 out of 49 men will drink Jepson's Malort after the first shot glass. So I'm better than all of you. Just keep that in mind. It tastes like pencil shavings and heartbreak. Yes. Yes. True. Imagine twisting damp socks after a heavy workout and squeezing the moisture into a bottle. Fill the bottle with that, let it ferment in a warm closet. That's Malort. That's what I'm drinking here. Malort tastes like a baby aspirin wrapped in a grapefruit peel, bound with rubber bands, and then soaked in well gin. Yep. It's like swallowing a burnt condom full of gas. Yes. All of those reviews, completely true. All of those fucking reviews were 100% true. And that is why it is the worst liquor. And that is why I have chosen it. Because if it wasn't that fucking shitty, you would not be... Okay, say your date brought you home and he wanted to do the horizontal poker with you. but he wanted to do it in a pile of toenail clippings, and the toenail clippings are in the shape of a pentagram. I need a little bit more specifics. Are the toenail clippings just like out, or are they like under something to keep them in place so that the pentagram can't be disrupted? I need to know that before I can make my answer. Plastic loaf is good. What else do I want? They're not glued to the ground. I would pretend to trip, and I would I would like disrupt the pentagram so that I would know that it's not some sort of like ritual to steal my soul. Ugh. Yeah, I would disrupt the pentagram and then maybe do it as long as the toenails aren't like sticking me. But only if he's really hot. I wonder if that's not exactly where Drunken Zeppelin got that from. Oh! You know what? Oh, you know what? You know what we're gonna listen to? We're gonna listen to... Is it in here? Aha! Okay. I have actual really good music that I want you guys to hear. This is my favorite band, Magic Child. No, you guys, I can guarantee you have never heard this before. I can literally tell you for sure that you've never heard this song before. Well, I'll have to create a points sync for you to do that. Wait, there already is one. Play my video. That was really loud. Sorry. My bad. I fixed it. It's fine now. This is native Chicago music to go with our native Chicago liquor and our native Chicago blind pick Summoner's Rift. Why can't I play? Oh, I just said that I can guarantee that you haven't heard this before. Living through the ease in the sun, trying not to see maybe if I log back in. Am I art ho enough right now? That mixed with the Tennessee honey, and it was very unpleasant. Not a fan of that. Why didn't it keep me signed in? I drank a whole fucking Steel Reserve. You didn't see the rest of the stream. I had a whole fucking spiked tangerine Steel Reserve in a wine glass. Motherfucker. Yeah, go for it. I just want to play fucking blind. Alright, here we go. Fucking League of Legends. It's happening. I don't know how. Don't know what it is that should be said. It'll come to me soon enough. I don't know what you want me to do, but it won't solve anything. Alright guys, which champion should I play? I'm playing support. You can pick Janna, Sona, Soraka, Taric. Ooh. I can ADC. I guess I'm the ADC. So you can pick... I can pick Ashe, Ezreal, Jhin, Lucian, Misfortune, Severe, Tristana, Varus, and that's it. Pick. Pick now. Been coming around too much. Jhin? Oh, I'm bad at Jhin. Let's take Jhin off the list. I'm not good enough at Jhin to play Jhin. Someone else. I've been better when you are gone, 'cause I can't stand to see you no more. Oh good, I have one for Ezreal. And I have a skin. I'm gonna go Nottingham. Striker's gay. Okay, League of Legends has a tendency to crash on me at this point. Oh, it didn't. But it's not full screen. Okay. Sure, that's fine. We'll fix that later. Let's get rid of Ashtar. Let's get rid of the sub-banner. Honestly, we are in it to win it. I cannot guarantee that I will win it, but we're in it to win it. Don't let it get... Oh, here we go. We're full screen suddenly. I clicked something and now we're full screen. Oh, God. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. We haven't played League of Legends in 9 months. What could possibly go wrong? I'm going to take off the wig now. My 15 minutes have been fulfilled. Oh, Jesus Christ. I need all my brain power, all my 151 IQ focused on this game. Focusing. I'm here. I'm present. I'm in the moment. We're gonna destroy bot lane. We take our Q. Hit Y. Oh, Doran's blade looks different, boys. I don't know if I can do this. Okay. Right-click a lot and flask piano. You cannot flask piano in this game. I'm also lost in a feeling. I don't know. I've been a long time ago. I can't play your video right now, Kaiser. I'm playing League of Legends. I'm leaguing a legend right now. I haven't learned those abilities yet. I can't flask piano. Hi, baby. I'm playing League of Legends. How was work? I didn't hear anything you just said. I'm sorry. My phone was in the kitchen. Alright, I haven't played League of Legends in a billion years, but I still know the controls. Why is Brand in the bottom lane? What? Is he a support now? Got it. Got it. I'm fucking king of the creep, boys. Oh my god. Boys, we got every single creep in the first wave. Boys, we are reaching levels of League of Legends that is not even possible on soberness. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck, I missed one. It's game over, boys. It's game fucking over. What? Because I had to think of their 5 shots of Malort? Yeah, but then I'd have to actually create the shots each time. I need to be able to just take them. I'm gonna put them in the dishwasher, don't worry. You see what you've done to me, Pants? This is all your fault. This entire conflict. Your fault. Damn, I tried to poke and I got poked on the CS. I fucking missed that one? Been dreaming, lost in the dark. Okay, I'll go back. Nope, I won't go back. I'm gonna get CS. Oh my god. Wait, I can wait for boots. What the fuck is a Divine Sunderer? After using ability, your next attack is enhanced with an additional 12%. What? What does that fucking mean? What do those words mean, chat? I don't know. League of Legends is different and scary now, and I don't know what any of the words mean. Did he just ult me? No, he did not. He W'd me. It just shows the range now. I forgot my health potions. Who the fuck is Yawn? You don't know. what it is you should show. I just don't know. Please don't you go. I've been waiting for too long. Lollipoposaurus. Who are you? Did you come here because you got a gift sub? Oh my god, that's wild. Stand this no more. Wow, that is absolutely wild. If I grow my channel just through extorting gift subs out of pants, how long do you think it will take me to gain 100,000 subs? God, I'm dying. I'll die. This game of League of Legends is actually going to be what kills me. Caught up in you. Be the one that you choose. Oh, Nautilus, why did you go in? You going in made me think I should go in, and then they DPS'd me. Okay. How do I just go back to what you are before we met? That you should show. Let me go. Oh boy. Alright, that was bad. I played poorly. Sheen is its own item now? What is this bullshit? Oh god. Oh god, I'm so sorry. Oh god, I'm so sorry. So full of booze right now. I've been too caught up in you. I'll be the one that you choose. Damn, I just wanna be got her. Well, there goes most of my health. Just gonna recall. It's okay. Who needs a map? Okay, I guess I'll replay the playlist. Fuck. Fuck is going on? Just tab me into League. Just do it. Come on. Something. Oh my god. Come on! Oh yeah, I just died. I don't know how I died, but I died. Now I'm at base. Now the window is small. Now I'm at base and the window is small. I love how League of Legends thinks that it needs to be the most important program on a computer regardless of what you're doing. I love how I dropped 500 frames and all of them were League of Legends. How many times did I have to just reassign League of Legends as the thing? How many frames did I just drop? 10,000? Who knows? It's impossible to know. Yes, I know I'm alive. Okay. Guys, I'm not good at League of Legends. Don't let me go. Oh no, I alt-tabbed. Oh, Jesus Christ, I've committed a cardinal sin against the League of Legends. I'm faker, he says. He's not faker. God, I just wanted to be able to see my chat. I'm so sorry, League of Legends. I don't even know what items I have, guys. I'm going to bed after this game. I'm so tired. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I worked for 3 hours. That's 9 hours of labor. No, I wasn't even zoomed out all the way. I'll play League of Legends for you fuckers tomorrow. How about that? Yeah. It's in the blood. You're right. Labor does not equal League of Legends, but I needed to try to be. I needed to try to pretend like this was work and not a video game. Alright, this is my support's fault. I did nothing wrong! I did nothing wrong. It was my support's fault. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Can I surrender now? No, please let me surrender. Please. I just want to lay down. This is what I get for taking the which League of Legends character are you test or whatever the fuck bullshit I took. Did I just alt? I didn't mean to alt. Yes, God, please leave me alone so I can farm. Yeah, you mentioned something like that. Support characters are hard to play if you don't have a good team. ADCs are hard to play if you don't know how to play video games. Guys, please just surrender. I don't want to play this game anymore. Please, I don't want to play this game. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Don't bother me. I'm leaving. Oh my god, our top laner got fucking shit on. Okay. 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 Alright. It's okay. You know, everything's fine. Okay, what's recommended for me? Recommended Tiamat to Ravenous Hydra. Mana Moon. I have that. Now we just need Caulfields. Wow, Brand is so OP. Who the fuck is Yone? Get him, get him, get him! Let me click him! Alright, I clicked him. I helped. Amazing. Okay, I'm leaving. I'm dead. Can we surrender yet? Let's surrender. It's 26-19. Let's surrender. Nope, my team thinks we can win, so we're just gonna do our best, everyone. We're just gonna fucking do our best. Jesus fucking Christ, I hate League of Legends so much. I hate it so much. Why does it have to be like this? Guys, it doesn't have to be like this. Alright, here's my plan for tomorrow. I am marathoning a lot of, like a whole lot of Code Geass with my boyfriend. I'm going out for all-you-can-eat sushi. And then after that, I will be here and I will stream with y'all. And we'll if you want, we'll play more League of Legends. Oh, we gotta go stop singed. Surrender vote failed. Why? The fuck character is this that does the stretchy totem thing? I'm not gonna chase Singe. That's rule fucking 1. Okay, I get it. You pinged Dragon 20 times. I get it. Thank you so much. Jesus Christ. No wonder I stopped fucking playing this game. Did I win? No! 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 Guys, I'm not going to League of Legends. Why am I doing this? This is just cyberbullying. Why am I playing League of Legends? Who said? Who was it who decided, hey, Seamus, you should play League of Legends? Oh, no. It certainly wasn't me. I was not the person who decided to play League of Legends. And I especially did not decide to play ADC. Yeah, I mean, it's valid. I love Ezreal. I'm wondering how you think I'm going to be able to help. Goodbye, 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 I'm leaving! Oh, I was spamming the fucking flash button. I was spamming it. Can I FF yet? I'm starting a surrender vote. Please surrender. What is FCG? Ah. Yes. I really like Ezreal's lore. Not particularly a fan of his gameplay. Also, why have we not surrendered? Guys, we're not winning team fights because I'm the ADC. We need to surrender. In order to get an ADC that is not me. Who the fuck called support is my question. Nautilus is doing better than me. That's very upsetting. No! No, it's just me. Guys, I finally got Mana Moon. 31 minutes into the game. Now that I have Mana Moon, I can't be stopped, right guys? That's how this works. I didn't even hit the super minion with my fucking Q. That's true. These people are more pathetic than me simply because they take these games seriously. I'm gonna go get blue. Ha! I died. I don't know how I died, but I died. Can we FF now? Guys, you didn't get a single kill. Oh no, they got 4 kills. Did we just get aced? Oh no, they got aced. What? Is this the turning point? We already have a spell blade. Oh no, we're about to lose because of minions. Alright, we lost all our turrets, but that's okay. I can just live in the base. Yeah, I'm helping. Alright, I'm gonna go heal, and then I'm gonna come help a little bit more. Wow, guys, we got an inhibitor back. We're doing it. Alright. Did we just get Baron Nashor? How did we get Baron? Whatever. I'll split push. Alright, they're just gonna try to backdoor, but that's fine, because I'm gonna push. Alright. Now I go back. Now I'll push to the bottom lane. First I'll go kill wolves, though. Alright. Now we're just gonna push. Oh boy, okie doke. Alright. That's fine. I get my item. Chempunk Chainsword. It's okay, buddy. You're not as bad as I am. I should get Warmogs. I should have gone top and played fucking Mundo. I'm good at Mundo, guys. I promise I am. You'll see tomorrow when I play League of Legends. But I'm good at Mundo. Fine, I'm coming. If we win this, I'll do another shot. Oh! Guys. Not my inhibitor. It was the only thing that was inhibiting them. Christ, Sitch almost fucking killed it himself. I'm okay at rhythm games. I'm not terrible at rhythm games. I have not played Osu, but I am good at rhythm games. I'm good at I'm okay at Beat Saber. I've been playing Nerve on stream lately, which is a rhythm game, a rhythm horror game. And I'm also okay at, what's that one fucking bitch? The Vocaloid. What's the Vocaloid bitch's name? Please. What is her name? Hatsune Miku Project Diva X. Yes, I'm good at that game. Godlike. But that's only for PS4. Okay, I'm gonna help the minions take this. Okay, I'm going. You said it, I'm going there. I can't solo Baron, guys. Did I just win League of Legends? Guys! Guys, I did it! I won at League of Legends. Oh my god. How did I win? How did I win? How did I win? I'm guessing this guy did most of the work. I'm just gonna guess. I win 0. I win 0 and 14. Guys, I win 0 and 14. Did I get an F on Ezreal? Clearly carrying. I was absolutely. I was the MVP. No doubt. How the fuck did we win that game? You were beyond carrying. Thank you, my brother. I'm adding these boys. They're too good. Well, I did say I would take a shot if I won, so I guess I'll take one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, thank you for joining me, everyone. Thank you again, Pants, for making my life a living fucking hell. I'll be back on tomorrow. I will be here. It's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna play League of Legends. Probably. I'm gonna go spend some time with my boyfriend, watch some Code Geass. It's gonna be good. Yeah, put the song in the music channel on Discord. We'll listen to it next stream. It'll be great. Thank you, boys. Cheers.